very much for coming through. Have a great weekend, and really good to get caught up, TJ. Thanks so much.
Thank you much, man. Take care. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, you too. Be good. TJ Watt, there it is. You did it. Worth the wait. Worth the wait. Incredible player and worth the wait. Yo, Zeit, we got to do this, my man. I keep missing him. Like, we've actually been up there at the same time, but missed each other. So I'm really proud of the Rome house on the lake. And Zeit, understand this about Zeit. He's not about flossing at all, but he went to Wisconsin, and he knows the area. And when we take the boat out, when we take the pontoon out, I've seen his house. Holy crap, man. It is beautiful. It is modern. It is befitting. He could probably bench a house 15 times. He's a monster. I'll get him on. We'll talk about it. Alvin, do you want to restart part of the week that was, or is it not worth it at this point? Give me some.
Anytime you get run on like
Jets
that.
Gonna Jet. Jets showed that they are nowhere near the standard. Not the championship standard. They have to clean up. Jackson Dart, my guess.
Quite honestly, I had no idea what to expect. Honestly, I had to look up where Mississippi was on the map.
Have you got the Heisman Trophy in the back of your mind?
I got a natty in the back of my mind.
Get signed, get in training camp. There's a reason for training camp. You need it.
Oh, somebody pulled Pinky off IU. He basically went full idiot kicker on the dude.
He's a good kicker, but he's an idiot.
Do you think the hood makes that same grunt when he's doing the deed with his little co-ed? Alvin, did you find exclusive audio? He did miss a huge opportunity to start that post by saying, I've got another confession to make. Really so surprised with you people that this guy is done, on to the next one. Now I'm done. Jay Norvell. I want to ask you about Coach Prime.
You know, I don't know if I really need to comment on that. I'll let the other pundits make their comments about their coach.
I understand where you're going with that. I understand, Jay.
It's not to be confused. It's not to be confused.
Way to go, Tobin in Chapel Hill. What is your beef?
James Kelly and that big-ass head. I mean, nothing says Sunday night like carrying your wife and reimbursing the Uber driver for the vomit backseat.
What's your beef, dude?
First beef, Alvin's paycheck. It's not enough. Give that man a raise.
Rack him!
Also, come on, Rachel, and yell out, shave your back.
Whole roads, Rome. That's my beef.
Frisco Mario. His sticks are so trash. His name should be like Modesto Mario.
I got beef with parking lot attendants that think they're freaking General Patton.
Yeah, I got beef with commercials with doorbell sounds in them. I got two crazy dogs, and they go crazy every single time.
Email.
Knowing you have a history of concussions, why don't you slide? Signed Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh.
You're turning that into a Goo Goo Dolls joke? I mean, what do I have to do to get a good phone call? Have sex with Dr. Jano on the air? Oh!
Because he seems like a genuine...
Thank you very much, Jim. I'm always been a fan since Rome was burning. I'll always be a fan, brother. Always grateful to be on the show.
Wow! Touchdown! Wow!
Hey, brother, we need that karma this week, Romy.
We don't drop balls on opening night. I know you so well now, I can call you JR.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Hood.
What do you mean the fee's over?
Just skip that question. He's got great feet.
Wait a minute. Camera's on. Can you hear this? Are we live?
Heterosexual. Anytime for you, my guy. You know that.
Good night now!
LV! Huge call brought to you by Grainger for the ones who get it done. Grainger is offering supplies and solutions for every industry as well as access to product experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call or click Grainger.com or stop on by. Save money on your next oil change with O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get a $10 gift card after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for only $35.95. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts. All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary. Navy Federal Credit Union's new home buying center has everything you need to get to closing with confidence, like verified pre-approval, Realty Plus to connect you with an agent, Lock and Shop, which lets you lock in your interest rate for up to 60 days while you shop for a home, and a no refi rate drop for a small $250 fee. Learn more at Navy.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
You want a sub made the authentic Jersey way? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want a radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a talking dog that only talks about Jersey Mike's. My owner says, "Hey, buddy." And I'm like, "Get me an authentic Jersey sub." He says, "That's all you ever think about." And I say, "No. I also think about teaching myself to drive the Jersey Mike's, but until I figure that out, you're all I have." Woof, woof. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. This month, Doug Henry is giving away ECU football tickets. Stop in and register to win and purchase the vehicle of your dreams. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the price, right on the corner. Go Pirates!
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates!
Mow like a pro with Hustler zero-turn mowers. They engineer their mowers to be maintenance and service friendly for the everyday homeowner while not sacrificing the build and cut quality they're known for. From the heavy-duty frame to the welded steel deck to their trademark smooth track steering, Hustler zero-turn mowers deliver professional grade cut quality for a perfectly manicured lawn. Come into Ron Aayers Motorsports to see the Hustler difference for yourself today. Ron Aayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with Harris Real Estate Group, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Fall into comfort with fantastic fall savings from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Transform your home this fall with some of our lowest prices of the season, plus 6 months special financing. Kick back, relax with beautiful motion furniture from Lazy Boy, Bassett, and Best at the guaranteed lowest price. Catch better Z's and save on a comfortable new Serta or Helix mattress with up to 48 months special financing. Cozy up and fall into comfort now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
My God! Don't give me that homer. You know that, no. Hey! I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Clip that, Shirley.
Claude Lemieux, he is the brother of this famous hockey player.
Pepe Le Pew.
Tony Dunn, you will not be making the Pirate Radio Live Open at this time.
It was just such a fresh of breath air.
Well said, Sean.
I can't even feel my head up. Somebody got a big old head that wears these things. That would be me. Jamie, I have a gourd, son. I sit there every day.
That's a tater right there.
That's all. I love y'all, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here.
I am football man.
Yes, I am. That felt good. Did it sound good? It felt good. Football Friday edition, Pirate Radio Live. I am here, football man. Shirley Rhodes is here. Jared is here, left side.
Strong side.
Chandler Honeycutt's here. We are ready to go for a Football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, PR927FM.com. And we are on Pirate Radio TV. If you just want like wall-to-wall, non-stop ECU coverage, go to Pirate Radio TV, get this show, the Brian Bailey Show, the Greg Hudson Show, the Holton Ahlers Show, our interviews leading up each week to game day with Mike Houston, the coordinators, the Pirate players, all available for you. Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Give us a like and a subscribe. Love seeing those subscription numbers continue to rise. We're also on Facebook Live. You can find us there. Traditionally, radio, we are everywhere, and we are ready to go for another ECU Game Day Saturday. Bud Light pregame tailgate kicks off at noon. Listen to our pre-show from 9 to noon, because it took me a while to put that together, so I'd appreciate if you listen to it. With some great interviews from 9 to noon. We'll be on live at noon on Saturday. After the game, the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Myself, Holton Ahlers, Caden Norman, Shirley Rhodes taking your calls. We're locked and loaded there, and we got 3 hours of fun coming up right here on Pirate Radio Live, leading into the high school huddle with Morgan Ahlers. All right, chat gang is in the house. Alex is about to hit the road. Can't wait to get into town. Jamie says, hey now. Got something new.
Hey now.
So I wanted, we got Clipper and so now, Jamie, when you give me a hey now, I've got a hey now.
Hey now.
And I'm waiting for somebody to give me a hey yo. So hopefully somebody does so I can play the new hey yo. Kevin said, anyone ready to beat Appy State? Yeah, I'm ready. Austin says more like Crap State. It's pretty good, Austin.
Crap.
Some pretty good material there. Russ says, happy Friday. Dance monkeys. You guys are the best. Thank you, Russ. PJ says, Heidi ho. Happy game day eve. Pirate Radio Live gang. Drew says, got Chico's and UBE off my list already, ready for tomorrow. So Drew is hitting all the Greenville hot spots. Kevin says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
There we go. Little Scott Hall. Anytime I can get Scott Hall into the show, I'm definitely going to do it. All right, we're all fired up, ready to go. Sean, vibe check. How you doing, pal?
I'm doing good. Happy Friday to you. Happy touchdown Friday to you. Yesterday I said I was a 6.8. Today I'm a 7.5.
7.5.
7.5. I'm getting more excited. Excitement time as we get closer to kickoff tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Chandler, Grimesland Bigfoot says the gamblers' over pick last night was money. Did the over hit in your college game? Because it didn't hit in the NFL game.
No, it did not.
Did it hit in the college game?
See, no, when I looked at it yesterday, I even went back last night to our segment when I said, hey, it was either Texas State averaged 41.5 points a game, Arizona State averaged 39. I said, take the over, and I said 59.5.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on where you got it.
Well, what did it land on? What
59.
Okay, so it wasn't money.
But I apologized to Jamie last night after that game ended, and he said, no, Chandler, it's okay. I hit on most of my overs except for one. And then now Grimesman Bigfoot is saying that unless he's being facetious, he's saying the total was 58. So
okay, so he got it.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Way to go.
Because when I said yesterday to take the over, it was sitting at 59.5, where I was looking at.
Which is a loser.
Which is a loser. So, but if people are winning money because I said take the over, I'm taking credit for it.
Yeah, you should. You very well should. Shout out to Zach, who's not here. Arizona State. He did Arizona State alternate line -2.5, and that is a sharp winner for
3.
Zach. So congratulations.
Won by 3. Yeah, what a
3.
great game last night, by the way.
I've got a new Thursday night tradition, apparently, where I go home, eat a big meal, and go to sleep.
What was that big meal last night?
I went Mexican.
Not a sponsor, I'm assuming?
No.
Okay.
Good spot near my house. So Lily wanted cheese quesadilla. I said, you know what? I think I'll go the same route. So I went Mexican, fell asleep, woke up. I think it was like 21-7 or something in the football game. Bills were up. I missed all that, missed Tua getting knocked out, missed it all. Apparently, I didn't miss a good game, though. Bills all over the dog. Shout out Big Dog, who told me Bills and under off the air last night.
So. And the over-under last night was 48. Unfortunately, I had the over, but it was a blowout, and unfortunately, Tua, man, his career probably is done after what happened last night.
We'll talk a lot of NFL coming up hour 2 with Tony Dunn. I don't know if we should praise or criticize J-Bone, because J-Bone is winning bets, but I think kind of greedy about it because he hit a first touchdown last night but didn't notify us on who to play for that first touchdown.
Yeah, I took Jeff Wilson, who I thought was going to get more action last night. Because A-Chain was questionable, didn't know how much he was going to be limited in the game last night, but what a great game from James Cook.
Yeah, I mean, I bet that like 5 minutes before kickoff, so
okay, fair enough.
Next time I'll be sure to let y'all know.
I mean, got the first touchdown and then ended up with what, 3? A receiving, 2 rushing.
Well, right now, Jared, you are known as Mr. Thursday Night because you have hit first touchdowns in both Thursday night games.
And I've lost every other bet besides those first touchdowns. So
Mr. Thursday Night.
Speaking of crazy bets, I saw somebody at the Buck last night.
Greg Hudson?
No, I won't say who this guy is, but he had a bet, and the bet was in the first half that each team has a rushing and a passing touchdown. And in the first half, he put down $39 to win just a little over $5,000, and he was 1 rushing touchdown away from the Dolphins.
All right.
But he was so close to winning that bet.
I don't care about close bets.
I know, but I mean,
does his name start with a J?
No.
Okay. A.
No.
B. C.
No.
I don't care.
You said one of the letters.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I'm not going to say his name.
What's his address?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Zach said my -2.5 to Arizona State was on the spot. I know Zach.
Yeah, Zach, we already gave you credit, buddy.
That, dude.
We already gave you credit.
Delete that.
No need to say that. We already gave you credit.
We done gave you credit for it, dude. What else do you want? All right, Pirates App State coming up. Did I say the guest? We're going to talk to Brian North coming up later on this hour, get his thoughts on that contest and more. Tony Dunn, hour 2, will make our NFL picks. Somebody out of the 4 of us, myself, Tony, Chon, Jared, is red hot. Somebody is red snot. The guy beating Jared. Just the tip. Were you trying to turn it on or off?
Off.
Either way, can you pull the pot down so that way I won't hear you beating on it?
My bad.
No, that's fine. Just a little tip.
Jared, you do whatever you want to, man.
You still scared of Jared?
Yes. You do whatever you want to, man.
Jared, are you watching Sunday football in public this week?
Maybe.
Oh, come on.
If I do, it'll probably just be tiebreakers.
No!
Well, I'll do both then. You convinced me.
Yes. I mean, no, I'm not saying don't go to tiebreakers. I'm saying let's do like we did last week because that was so much fun.
Maybe a little less.
Look, you can do whatever you want to, but like last week was fun. It's only week 2. Let's do it again. Let's run it back. And now the question is Clip Brock going to do the same thing he did last week?
So it used to be in the NFL they would have probable, questionable, doubtful out.
Doubtful?
Did they take away doubtful? Now I think it's just probable and questionable.
I think they still have doubtful, but it's rare.
Yeah. I'm questionable. I'm going to be questionable for this Sunday.
That's better than doubtful.
Better than doubtful, not as good as probable.
All right.
I am just so scared that the Giants are going to beat my team for the umpteenth time in a row. And I don't want to be out there. If I'm out there, I want to have fun, you know? I want to enjoy myself. What are you trying to do? You're distracting me.
There's a lot of loud noise back there, but surely I was going to get her to close the door. She did it herself. Why are you getting... Hold on. Stop. Why are you getting mad at me?
I'm not mad.
No,
I wanted to know what you were doing. Just say it or something. You're distracting me.
No, I was pointing at Shirley.
Okay, I know now.
Hey, can you calm down?
I can. You calm down.
No, you need to calm down because it was distracting our show, and I'm trying to better our show.
And you were distracting me, which doesn't better our...
Don't pay attention to me.
Don't pay attention to you?
No. For the rest of the show, starting now.
Morgan Ahlers will join us coming up at 5 o'clock. Also, my chat with Brian Meador as we continue our 1999 East Carolina series. We'll get his thoughts and memories. At that point, he was still working in local TV, and certainly he followed the Flood and the football team, covering them both. So he'll have a unique story on that. We'll talk to Midor coming up in hour number 3. All right. Where to begin today? Sean, what's on your mind?
I guess the biggest thing is not related to East Carolina football is that will we ever see Tua Tagovailoa in an NFL uniform again? His third diagnosed concussion in his career since he's been in the NFL. And last night I was watching it live when it happened. And who was the guy that hit him? A guy
Damar Hamlin
died for about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So just a crazy, sequence. We've seen this before with Tua. We've seen him be slammed down on the ground in Cincinnati where he makes this weird hand gesture.
Oh, yeah.
He gets slammed down to the ground against, I want to say maybe Buffalo at Miami, and he gets up and everything seems fine until he starts to run, stumbles to the ground. And then last night, he gets the first down but is hit and takes a shot to the head, to the chest of Damar Hamlin. But when he falls, he takes another hit to the ground from his head. And he goes to reach up, I guess, to find somebody to help him up. But he's got that hand gesture, and there's nobody there to pick him up. And immediately, and I think this goes for every football fan last night watching that going, oh, no. I even tweeted out, like, oh, no, this is not good. Because one concussion is already kind of like, all right, well, be careful. 2, you're like, all right, you should probably think about retiring. You might want to, hang up the cleats, hang up the helmet. And then the third time, which was last night, I think it's time that he needs to consider being done with football.
Do you think or know if you ever had a concussion playing football?
Who, me? Wait, who? What?
Yes,
I had one. I've told that story before.
Well, so now
I've told that story before.
Chandler, you tell me stories like 7 times. Now all of a sudden you care about telling a story before, and I'm supposed to remember every one of your dumbass stories?
Hey, can you not cuss on the show, please? Can we be positive?
Sure.
I have had a concussion before.
But you've already told that story, so we're not going to tell it again. All right.
No, there's no sense of it because it's nothing.
You're right. Everybody tuned in has heard that story. No need to hear it again.
Because it's not as severe as what happened to Tua Tagovailoa.
I understand that, there's no such thing as a slight concussion or a severe concussion. A concussion is a concussion.
Yeah.
I feel like we're Something's off. It's almost like we're doing an interview and you're like on location and there's like a 4-second time difference and we're just not connected.
I'm confused on why you're getting so upset. You're getting so upset today. Like quickly.
Yeah.
Like what is wrong with you?
I don't know.
But like, good God, man.
I don't know.
Like the short temper today, I'm not having it.
You're done?
I'm not done.
You've had it
because
up?
we're only 15 minutes into the show.
You've had it up to here?
But like, there's already been 2 or 3 times that you've like kind of jumped off the ledge.
Yeah.
Like, hey, it's Friday. Tomorrow's kickoff. ECU's 2-0. We got the Commanders and the Panthers trying to revive their season on Sunday.
To be fair, we've already talked about all that stuff, though.
I'm just saying that's the reasons why we should be happy and be positive.
But now, for the rest of the show, we can only talk about things we have not previously mentioned.
And if it's going to make us angry and it's going to make us argue, then we need to cancel the show right now.
I'm going to have a hard time coming up with things I've never said before. But I'm going to do my damnedest. Oh, boy. I've read all these ads before. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. I've seen other players and coaches come out. Antonio Pierce, for example, I guess in his press conference was asked about it.
Shannon Sharp came out.
Well, boy, did he. Now, is this
came out and said
on
something.
Instagram Live or on another platform?
He was on Twitter. And
there's something strange here.
And it wasn't Twitter Live either. So,
but Bart Scott, I saw where he said,
Can't wait.
I didn't retire because he's already said that. This was something new. He said, I didn't retire because like I had toe surgery or whatever. I retired because I started seeing lights and flashes and was like, I need to get the heck out of here. So anyway, Kevin hasn't heard that story before. Sorry, Kevin, you won't hear it today. Let's see. Mike P said, is that 3 stacks on Clip's shirt? And then he said, oh, it looks like Portis. This is Clinton Portis. Back when I used to like watching football in 2005, Clinton Portis would go to his weekly press conference dressed up and acting as a character. And it was really fun. Kid Bro Sweets. Sheriff Gonna Get Ya. What a fun time to be a Redskins fan and to be a football fan. Mike P said, can we all agree that Shannon Sharp thing was staged?
That's nuts.
Well, there were nuts. I'm going to say no. I mean, Shannon Sharp is in the news enough. Did he need to get his name out there more?
No.
I don't think that was staged.
No.
So I'm not going to jump on that.
I think it was a true accident, but it was funny because when it happened, he was saying, oh, my Instagram was hacked. And then he goes on his podcast with Ocho Cinco and was like, hey, like, I'm embarrassed. That was me. Then he starts making jokes about the situation. Talks about how it was unprofessional and he needs to do a better, be more aware of what's going on around him. And then they start joking about the situation. Like, I didn't understand.
I'm glad he's not going to say, like, I'm a man of faith or something. Or,
yeah.
That's not the real me.
I might not ever get on this podcast again.
Things everybody says when they get caught doing something. Oh, that's not me. That's not who I am. Yeah, it is. It is who you are. I'm a man of faith. Who cares? Everybody goes to church. Whatever. Like, be real. Theme of the week, be real. Be real. Chad says, bang, bang, chat gang, on the road to Raleigh-Wood to see 21 Pilots. Now, what are they? I know I've heard of them. I'm sure I've heard of them. I know that.
Have you ever heard the song Heathens?
No.
No. You're going to have to sing it for me.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, my friends.
Yep, that's it. That's 21 Pilots.
I do know that song.
Yeah, that was from, I think it was from the Suicide Squad movie, the Harley Quinn movie, I think.
Okay, yep, I know that. Let's see. Anything else? John Moody, sticker pirate heads on the back of Town Bank Tower are being removed today, being replaced with much beefier graphics. Okay. Very cool. Russ says, how does one accidentally start an Instagram Live?
He doesn't know, Skip. I've never done Instagram Live.
Hey, John, where you been, man? Why have you not called into the fifth quarter?
Come on, John.
John says Jaquan McMillan is going to have a pick six Sunday in the Mile High City against Justin Fields. And then he says, the Shark.
The Shark never goes backwards. It always goes forward.
We've heard that before. We've heard that impression before. That's what got me so upset, Chandler.
What?
You were being combative to me, and you know
I was being combative because you were being combative.
Not when I said, Sean, have you had a concussion before? And you acted like it was the dumbest question ever asked, ever.
No, because I was like, yes, I have.
Right.
But you asked me knowing because I've told you that before.
Even if I did know the story, again, this is not just me and you talking in a room, dude. You know, we're talking in these microphones. People are listening to us and watching the show. They haven't heard the story.
Let's go back to 2015. I remember it like it was yesterday. Actually, I don't.
I don't want to hear the story. We got Brian North joining us. We got to take a break.
Has Brian North ever had a concussion?
Good question. Maybe I'll ask him. Maybe I recorded the interview at 2 o'clock and have already completed the interview.
So you've already talked about this before. God.
Maybe.
You've already had this discussion before?
Maybe.
Cut the interview out.
Maybe. We'll take a break. Brian North joins us. Chandler and I are going to try to regroup. We're going to try to not just get this show back on track, but get our friendship back on track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's shaky right now, man. It is shaky.
This is going to be a Mike and Mike situation where we don't talk to each other when we get off the air. All right, more to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Football Friday. Back with you after this.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Aayers Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Are you guys ready for some ECU football? Because we are here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. And to kick this season off, we're doing 90 days till first payment on all Chrysler Dodge Jeep Rams. Also, up to $9,500 off new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee 2-row and up to $7,000 off the 24 model Jeep Grand Cherokee 3rd row. Don't forget to check out our huge selection of affordable used vehicles starting from $699 and up. Remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
It's that time of year again. Beauty Bar's Fall into Beauty event is kicking off September 16th through October 4th. Beauty Bar offers the best service by their talented providers in Greenville for treatments such as Botox, Xeomin, filler, laser treatments, facial, medical grade skincare, and more. The staff will help you choose which treatments or products that best suit your needs. Visit Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road and get all the up-to-date info at beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
It's hot outside, but you won't break a sweat using ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate for your next home sale or purchase. Our experienced agents help you stay cool while navigating the home buying or selling process. Uncover your next treasure today by visiting encpiraterealty.com. And remember, at ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we close the deal or someone walks the plank. Go Pirates!
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We asked producer Jarrett his thoughts on the first segment today. I said, Jarrett, who was being the a-hole in that last segment, me or Chandler? His results are I was the a-hole, Chandler was the dumb A.
So nothing has changed.
We both have accepted that. And Chandler, I'd like to...
No, or I'm not shaking your hand. Todd says hug and be happy.
I want to shake his hand.
We got a hug?
Yeah.
All right. Keep the headphones on. I want to hear our hug. All right, there you go.
Today, I do not apologize.
What does Greg Hudson say to end the show?
Be nice.
Yeah, let's be nice.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Let's just break Wes's nose anyhow.
HUD's changed in his old age. All right, we need to get to the Brian North interview. We will do that now as he joins us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. North, how you doing on this Friday?
A little wet, but we're hanging in.
Yeah, and that is one of the themes. I know that there was a high school game last night scheduled due to what could happen tonight, and had heard from Morgan Ahlers earlier today there was a game moved to Monday. So how many games are we going to be able to get in tonight, you think?
Well, tonight was one of those nights we had like 20-something games in our viewing area, 15-county viewing area. Pamlico, Aden, Grifton postponed to Monday, 6 o'clock. Swansboro, Topsail postponed. They have not announced a makeup date yet. Everybody else is just kind of checking their field conditions here at the time of this recording. That's the thing. It's how much rain you got, how sloppy it's going to be, how willing are you to tear up your field that still is going to be needed to be used for a lot of sports here. So athletic directors got to figure all that out. The rain should be pretty much done by kickoff tonight. So the rain for attendance won't be a problem unless people just don't want to show up and sit on rainy bleachers. But it's all going to be about field conditions tonight, and that's why we're seeing east of 17 is where we've had most of the rain. So Beaufort County, some of those areas, they're going to be checking their fields before they decide. I heard Greenville's had a nice little bit of rain, and Tarboro, that area. So everybody's got to figure that out here in the next couple hours.
Brian North will be covering it if it's going on coming up tonight on the Blitz. And then Saturday, it's Pirate football. And, Brian, this is got a big game feel to it. There's a buzz in the air with East Carolina 2-0. So a lot of folks from Greenville, the surrounding areas, and a few from Boone will be ready to go on Saturday. And as I look at the weather right now, looking pretty good as far as lack of precipitation goes. So hopefully we can get that one in and have a nice day on Saturday.
Looking forward to it. You know, this is App State's first visit in, 12 years. And the last time they showed up to Dowdy Picklen, they were a 1AA team, albeit a good one, but they were still a 1AA team. And a lot of people have been asking, why don't these teams play more? Well, they've been kind of at different levels. They used to play a lot when they were at similar levels, but then when ECU went to 1A and App State at 1AA, it didn't work out. But now, ever since App went up to 1A, it hasn't been good for ECU. They've lost a couple in a row to them.
That, too, and overall, Brian, when you look at it, Appalachian State, it feels like two kind of different trajectories since these teams last met with App just in the last few years, winning 9 games, 10 games, 9 games, 13, 11, 9, 10, 11. A lot of double-digit win seasons for them since they joined the FBS. And as you said, the 2 wins over East Carolina. Now East Carolina trying to turn the tables there and off to a good start this season. They welcome them in, and you look at the line, App State favored over East Carolina here in Greenville. So that's what the odds makers do think it'll be a close one. Hasn't been as close the last time these two teams got together, although Pirates had a shot last year, just as we know, couldn't do anything on the offensive side. And let's face it, gave up some yards in the ground game, something I know Blake Harrell has put on the whiteboard, the bulletin board for his guys this week.
So, first of all, first point is, App State's done all that with multiple coaches. How many coaches have they had? You know, it's not like the head coaching job has been stable. Sean Clark has tried to bring that since he's an App alum, but they've done that with a lot of different coaches. It's been the culture in Boone, and that's always hard-nosed football as they come into this game. And we saw it last year. Kanye Roberts, the kid out of Wallace Rose Hill, who will be returning and playing in front of his home crowd. So they want to run the ball. They've got different types of runners back there, but they want to impose their will. And coming off that loss to Clemson, now they're going to be tail between their legs leaving Clemson, but that chip will return to their shoulder, and they're going to want to reestablish their dominance. They got to figure out defensively how Clemson was able to expose them, but offensively, not changes. They've got a good quarterback, they've got a good running game, and ECU, fat and happy off of Norfolk State and Old Dominion, allowing less than 2 yards per rush a game. They're going to be tested against that App State offensive line.
Brian North joining us. North, you got a prediction, a feel for this one? How's it going? How about the total being in the 60s, Brian? That one really caught me off guard. Vegas knows more than I do, so I guess this one's going to be higher scoring than I anticipate. But that one shocked me when I saw it.
Yeah, I did not know that until you just news to me about that. So my feel is ECU's got to prove it to me, especially what they've done the last 2 times out against App. I just will always take physical teams. I know that eats at Mike Houston, who wants to have a physical team, and they're showing glimpses. But Norfolk State and, look, Old Dominion, it's a good win. You're not going to give it away, but this is going to be the best team they play here of the 3 so far. And so they've got to prove it to me, right? So that defense has got to prove they can stop the run, and Jake Garcia's got to prove he can not throw it to another member of another team, because the turnovers are going to be so key in this game. I think it's a tight game. If you're going to make me pick, I'd probably take App State in a close game until ECU can prove it to me that they can beat them, because the last 2 times out, they haven't come close.
Brian North caught me in the middle of a sneeze, joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line.
Are you a blessing or a Gesundheit guy?
Hey, whatever you want to do, man. Either one. Gesundheit, that's really old school. Brian, here's a question. You ever had a sneeze live on TV?
Oh, yeah.
It happens.
About everything.
It's amazing. Like, growing up, I just thought TV folks were robots and just never coughed, never sneezed, never picked their nose, never did anything. And then they start putting all these cameras on me here in this radio studio, and I do it all. I eat, pick my nose, sneeze, cough, whatever. Give the finger to Chandler. I mean, I'm doing it all up here. So
it only gets worse as you get older. When I first started working here with Skip, I saw Skip do everything on the air. Yawn, cough, sneeze, belch.
He's a legend. He could get away with it, I guess.
Right, but I'm sitting there going, control yourself, man. you realize the body doesn't listen to you, right? You're like, oh, this is what was going on with Skip. Okay.
Yeah.
As you get older, it gets worse.
Brian, the other day we did our North Carolina schools rankings for FBS, and after discussion, we landed on North Carolina number 1 because they have beaten 2 FBS teams. Yep. East Carolina went number 2 over Duke. I argued Duke a little bit just because they won at a Big Ten opponent, but put ECU 2, Duke 3, State 4, and again, this is going to change week to week, but wins and losses matter, and if anybody ran up against Tennessee, they'd probably have a loss. I understand that, but we're putting State 4. We put App State 5, moved Wake all the way to 6. I don't know how they blew it to Virginia last week, and then Charlotte firmly 0-2 at number 7. But no great teams this year. North Carolina, I think, has another easy one coming up. They should be 3-0. But I don't know. Still kind of waiting to see who separates themselves from the pack here in the state.
That's it. It takes like 3 weeks, right? We're not sure how good. Well, we're pretty sure Norfolk State's not good. We're not sure how good Old Dominion is going to be.
Yeah.
We're not sure how good Clemson's going to be. I mean, look, Georgia took them to the woodshed, and then Clemson did that to App State. So we're everybody falls out. By week 3 is when you really start figuring some of these things out. North Carolina shouldn't have any problem with Central. I'm curious about NC State now. That's a hangover they have against Tennessee, and they start league play. They still can win the ACC. So they got that carrot dangling, but you got Louisiana Tech sitting there at a noon kickoff in Raleigh. I can see a real slow hangover start unless Grayson McCall finally kind of figures it all out, because he's been, I would say, a little disappointing to NC State fans. They expected a lot when he transferred in. He just hasn't done a lot of the great things that they were hoping he would do. So State's got some stuff they better be careful of Louisiana Tech, who come in there and upset them. Look, Duke and North Carolina, they're both 2-0. They've done what they've had to do so far. So Duke has been a pleasant surprise, I think. With their coach leaving, Manny Diaz coming in, they stacked the cupboard now. The coach who left to go to Texas A&M stacked the cupboard, so Diaz has had some stuff to work with.
Brian, I've heard you talk about this. We're still kind of in an experimental phase here with transfer portal and everything, and it's going to take a while to get a good sample size on what works and what doesn't. And look, you can find examples, obviously, of quarterbacks coming in right away from the portal and turning your team into a winner. But you mentioned McCall here early. Riley Leonard at Notre Dame, they lose to Northern Illinois. I had this discussion with Greg Hudson yesterday. What is it better to recruit and cultivate your quarterback? We're kind of seeing that at Texas with Quinn Ewers. That might not be fair because he's an all-world prospect. But these quarterbacks that are rented guys basically to come in 1 year, try to win you a championship, do coaches shy away from that? Do they continue to go for it? I'm just interested to see where this sits like 7-8 years from now, and coaches have enough time to look, hey, if we can recruit a guy and have him 3 years in our program, that's going to be better than getting a portal guy. Now, the problem is those guys you plan on having for 3 years in your program are the ones in the portal. So maybe there's no good answer to this, but I'm just curious how fans see it, how coaches see it moving forward with bringing in a quarterback for 1 year.
Everybody wants everything microwaved. These players want to play right away. The coaches want guys who are ready to play. A lot of times it's just a bad fit. And again, it's still early, but was Riley Leonard and his style the right fit for what Notre Dame was running? So you have to just look at some of those things with these guys. Sometimes you hit on it. Sometimes you don't. But when you're going to try to microwave things, sometimes it's going to come out not tasting very good. So, look, NC State's best option was McCall, I think, and I still think he could be a good quarterback. But while he is playing, he's only a 1-year rental. So unless you've got designs on another portal guy like it seems Notre Dame is doing all the time, you better be developing somebody and finding ways to get them into the game. I think when we kind of look back now with Holton Ahlers and how much he played, should they have tried to play Mason Garcia some more to get a better idea of what they had with him? So these debates will go on. but you're not going to have answers until you've gone through this for several years. And I've always said this. I'd love to look back and have someone a lot smarter than me do an analysis of the portal to see who has worked out and who hasn't, and who got the money they needed but did not make the money in the long run. You know, we had this discussion when Nashad Strother and Avery Jones both left the program on the offensive line because they were told they could make the NFL in these other programs and not at ECU, which is a fallacy. But Avery Jones now on the practice squad at the Buccaneers, and then Nashad is starting with Oregon. You know, is there any difference from them transferring to get to their final goal? That I just want somebody smarter than me and with more time than me to figure all that stuff and give me some good analysis on if transfer portal has been beneficial.
ECU has gone both routes here with trying to go with Garcia or Flynn, that not working out, and bringing in two guys from the portal. So I think there's the answer. We're just going to see a mixed bag. Coaches are going to do whatever they can to try to put a winner on the field. Brian North joining us. Brian, one of the voices I heard in my head when I took Panthers +4 on Sunday was yours, saying, hey, look, it can't get any worse. And my own voice said that. A lot of people said that about the Panthers and their offense. You were wrong. I was wrong. Everybody was wrong. It got worse. It got about as bad as I've ever seen. 30-0 in the first half at one point, Brian. That is despicable. I don't care who your first-year head coach is or your second-year quarterback. It's the NFL. It's designed to be pretty much even across the board, and you get waxed like that. That is brutal, man.
So let me take you through my analysis, all right? Saints first drive, they throw that bomb to go up top, and I see J.C. Horn looking back at his safety, and I go, oh, that's probably the communication problem of signing 5 guys last week who have to practice the full week. Then here comes Bryce Young, very first pass, intercepted. I go, well, there's that Dave Canales influence. I guess maybe Baker Mayfield didn't tear it up immediately. Maybe Geno didn't have a great first game, but it looked so bad. And this is what it reminded me of. When I'm watching the safety rolling up, and I'm watching, and I'm not even a smart football guy by any means, and I'm going, oh, that guy's blitzing. Somebody might want to pick him up. Nope, nobody picked him up. And I'm thinking, this is bad coaching. This is preparation. And I got thinking of John Thompson all of a sudden. And Dave Canales is Mr. Happy. He's like, oh, we're embracing this. We're going to do this. We're working hard. We're going to get better. And I'm seeing John Thompson, a wonderful human being. But then those 2 years, I just saw some badly coached football because he was given a bad coaching staff, or they weren't all on the same page. I just had some flashbacks to this Panthers squad, and then I started thinking David Tepper. Boy, he's already looking for his next coach already, because that was god-awful. As bad as I've ever seen in the NFL, as poorly coached a team. So they have only one way to go but up. But now you bring in Jim Harbaugh, a guy who knows how to coach, and so we'll see what they look like this week. No, I was with you. That was god-awful.
Yeah, I was trying to talk myself into Panthers +6.5 because, again, it's the NFL. Teams bounce back and everything. And I said, all right, let's look at the coaches. Big advantage, Chargers. Quarterback, big advantage, Chargers. Defense, advantage, Chargers. Only thing I have on the Panther side is time zone and travel. That's about all I got.
Again, I'm not a smart person, but through the years I've known West Coast teams traveling east for 1 o'clock kickoffs do well. But it's not 100%. So I would take Chargers all day long if it's less than 20 points.
Another thing, we need our next-gen stat nerds in, Brian, to do an experiment for us. How about playing in the preseason? And, you know, should these guys have more than one drive with their starting quarterback? Because they look like they just met on Sunday when they were out there on the field. So, I don't know. If you're a good veteran team, you probably don't need a lot of preseason. But, look, that's something. This is not hindsight. Panthers fans, everybody talked about, hey, should these guys be playing a little bit together out there?
Yeah. Yep, just because they're brand new, just getting the calls down, getting the chemistry down, just the game day mechanics down. And so, especially when your first game is at a place like New Orleans where it's hard to hear and communicate. But, look, Dave Canales is getting paid a lot of money to figure this stuff out. So, and he'll probably be the next coach on the payroll who's not actually working if it doesn't get much better here soon.
Brian North joining us. I haven't asked for a North Nugget in a while, Brian. I don't know if you got anything for us. I got
the last Panthers coach to win a road game.
Well, I guess is it Ron Rivera?
No, a little sooner than that. I just saw this one the other day. It's not a great nugget. It's Steve Wilkes.
Okay, well, there you go. So Steve Wilkes, that's a good one. I have one that's it's not local or anything, but just studying and coming up with a question for sports trivia this week. Brian, do you know? Let's just say the rules stay the way they are forever from here on out. The last pitcher to ever win a Silver Slugger Award, that would be Braves lefty Max Fried, because there's no DH, there's the DH now, so no pitchers will ever hit again. So there's a trivia question you can ask Luke Schwartz and Phil Smart.
Yeah, there you go. The only other one I have was Gerald Wilkins had his birthday this week.
Yep.
Younger brother Dominique.
I saw that. Yeah.
And I did not know that they played together their last year at the Magic, 1999. But that was the only time they'd ever played together. Gerald wasn't a very good player in high school. When he was playing for Washington High School, the Pampac, he couldn't even make the starting lineup. Transferred out his senior year, went to Atlanta, and then went to a JUCO school, and all of a sudden blossomed and got better.
Did he go to Georgia eventually?
He went to, I want to say, UT Chattanooga. I want to say. He was not a very high-profile high school. In fact, Dominique didn't even know he liked basketball or could even play until he was like in college or maybe in the NBA one day. So there's a 6-year age difference between the two. But I just found it interesting that Gerald Wilkins couldn't even make the starting lineup at the Washington Pampac, where his brother led them to 2 state titles.
And you're right. He went to Chattanooga. I don't know why I had Georgia in my brain there. And another nugget there, if you'd asked me who Dominique retired with, I would not have had, or his last team, the Magic, on my list. So
he went all sorts of crazy places at the end of his career. I think the Celtics was
yeah, I do remember that. Yeah,
he played in Italy for a year. And I was reading an excerpt from his autobiography. He was actually going to go play for the Hornets for his final year and score a bunch of points until Gerald convinced him to go play for the Magic.
There you go. Brian North joining us today on Pirate Radio Live on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. North, have fun. Wear some shoes that don't have holes in them so you don't get those socks wet. And have a good night, man.
Now, what you do is you find your worst shoes and just go ahead and put them in the grave. And there's no way to stay dry and keep your feet dry on a night like this.
North, thank you, man. Have fun, and we'll check in with you tomorrow. You going to be at Dowdy Ficklin, or what you got planned?
Negotiating
right.
With the wife. I'd definitely like to be there for it.
Hey, had a great chat with Luke Schwartz last pregame, so we'll get him involved as well. We appreciate Luke joining us. So.
Yeah, learning.
All right, Brian. Thank you, man.
All right, see you, Clipper.
Brian North, host of The Blitz. Coming up tonight, WCTI 12, recapping the high school football action. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up hour number 1. Zach leave. When we return, we already gave Zach his flowers. He's popped in. Zach was money with his pick last night. Let's see if he can go 2 nights in a row. We'll get Zach's Friday night college football plays when we return. Back with you after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea. A strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, K-Ross Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us on 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our Float Therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At K-Ross Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared, sauna, cold plunge, and salt halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at krossfloats.com. K-Ross Floats and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
TD, Tutty, taking it to the house. Whatever you call a touchdown, they matter more at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Ready to place your first NFL bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score a touchdown. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code PIRATE. That's code PIRATE for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus. North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at nfl.com/terms.
Yeah. Get your game faces on, Pirates. Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. It's time to blast the cannons in the stands and the fields, if you know what I mean. We're flying into dove season with shotguns galore and shells for days. Don't miss out on Beretta's $200 cash back on A400 Extreme Pluses and $75 back on A300 Ultimas. Tune in as we head into hunting season with the best deals around and the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. Shop online or stop on by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Find out when the cannons explode. East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Pirate Radio, proudly serving the Pirate Nation for over 20 years. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a family-run dealership that creates a family-like atmosphere for their customers. They have one of the biggest used car inventories in Eastern North Carolina, and you can shop online today at eastcarolinachrysler.dodge.com. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Yesterday on the show, old intern Zach said, I don't want Texas State minus the points. I don't want Arizona State plus the points. I want Arizona State alternate line minus 2.5. Sun Devils win by 3. Zach, that's an expert play right there.
It was close, and I got scared at the end with that whole 1 second left on the clock debacle. Did you see that part of it?
Did I see that? I swear I saw there was a play that was ran not on TV.
There was. So it was ran on like an ESPN Plus broadcast, but they drove the ball down. They could have kicked the field goal to extend their lead to 5 and whatever, however much it was, 6. And they just go. He hikes the ball, steps back like 2 steps, and kneels the ball. And the clock started way late from what it looked like. And they went back after they went on the field and said, hey, we're adding 1 second back. And it's a turnover on downs. So they turned the ball over because it was 4th down when he kneeled it. Texas State got to run one play with 1 second left, and it was an absolute waste of time. They got one lateral in and dropped it.
They asked the coach after the game. They asked him about that situation. He said, "I'm just here so I don't get fined."
He was talking to the ESPN reporter the first time when they announced it, and he was like, "Are you kidding me? They're adding a second back?" So he talked to him twice.
Wow. So you were a big winner last night, and now I'm going to tell you this Friday night. So pretty good college games coming up on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck. First up, UNLV versus Kansas in the soccer stadium. Who's the soccer team? The MLS team?
In Kansas?
Yeah.
Sporting KC.
They will be in Sporting KC Stadium.
It's a health park or something. That's the name of it.
So they will, I guess they're doing some renovations or something.
Yeah, they're doing a whole new stadium for Kansas, yeah.
I have ties to both of these schools from a gambling standpoint with UNLV and a video game standpoint with Kansas. So I like both.
Okay. And you have their shorts.
I have Kansas's shorts and UNLV's hat.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, this is a wardrobe divided game for me. I like UNLV. I love Kansas coming off a loss last week to Illinois. I think they bounced back pretty strong. What are you doing in this game?
So in that game, I have the over on the 57.5 total. This was a repeat of their bowl game last year. Kansas and UNLV played. That game added up to 85 total. And the Kansas offense is pretty much the same QB.
Well,
okay.
I don't think their quarterback was hurt last year. Daniels.
Was he for that game?
I'll look it up, but I think he was out for the year.
Well, okay. So they have a better quarterback back if he is.
Yeah.
I assume they'll score a lot of points. They've struggled this year a little bit with points, but I think this will be a shootout of a game. UNLV scored 72 on Utah Tech, who's pretty bad. But still, they scored a lot, and this is a repeat of a game they played 3 games ago.
Yeah, Kansas quarterback Bean last year had 6 touchdowns and 449 yards. He will not be playing in this one. They'll have Daniels playing. But you like the over in that one. Game 2. I forgot. Arizona. They have sleptwalked their way to week 3.
They have.
Maybe they just need an opponent. Maybe they just need like a challenge because they have not looked great against very, very much weaker opponents. They play K-State, who survived against Tulane last week. This one in Manhattan, the Little Apple. What do you think about the matchup, Arizona and K-State?
I am riding Arizona to cover the spread at +7. I think they'll cover that spread, lose by a touchdown or less, I hope. K-State didn't do it for me. They honestly got lucky. I don't know if that call was right on the field last week or whatever, but I think Tulane really could have or should have won that game. And I think Arizona's fine, and I think they'll play very well.
All right, Arizona finally wakes up and joins us in 2024. And we'll get it done tonight, plus the points. All right, Zach, good luck.
Thank you.
And have fun doing some PA tonight at JH Rose.
Go Rampants.
Right.
Taking on Hoggard.
Rampants trying to get a win. They're trying to join us in 2024.
Yeah, 0-3, all by a touchdown or less.
All right, so maybe they get a W tonight. Let's take a break. We'll come back, talk NFL Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. We are back with you after these words.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me, like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Are you ready for football? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Are you ready, Pirate fans? Free Boot Friday is back. Downtown Greenville Partnership invites you to Free Boot Friday, the official pep rally for ECU football. Join fans for live music from great local bands, food trucks, beer garden, family activities, and so much more. The Free Boot Fun takes place from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. each Friday before ECU home football games at 5 Points Plaza. Visit downtowngreenville.com for more information, and as always, go Pirates.
Did you know that GUC's electric rates are the lowest in Pitt County? GUC's average residential electric bill using 1,000 kilowatt hours per month with load management is $21 lower than the investor-owned utilities and $34 lower than the local co-ops. In fact, GUC's average electric bills are still $10 lower than they were 10 years ago. Low rates with high reliability. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
This is a public notice only at Discount Mattress and Furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Every single item must be sold at pennies on the dollar. Up to 75% off mattresses, furniture, wall to wall. Only at Discount Mattress and Furniture. All wood chest, $99. Computer desk, $99. Nightstands, $49. Dinette sets, table and 4 chairs, $199. Chairs, end tables, coffee tables, $20. Bedroom suits, living room suits, up to 75% off. Regular mattresses sets, regular $500. Today, $200. Pay our cash, check, and credit card. Second chance credit, no credit, new credit, bad credit. 9 days, same as cash. Bring your truck and trailers to save even more. U-Haul trucks will be on location for pickup of merchandise absolutely free. Public notice, Discount Mattress and Furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Hurry, when it's gone, it's gone. Winning is not everything, it's the only thing.
Mow like a pro with Hustler zero-turn mowers. They engineer their mowers to be maintenance and service friendly for the everyday homeowner while not sacrificing the build and cut quality they're known for. From the heavy-duty frame to the welded steel deck to their trademark smooth track steering, Hustler zero-turn mowers deliver professional-grade cut quality for a perfectly manicured lawn. Come into Ron Aayers Motorsports to see the Hustler difference for yourself today. Ron Aayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. Listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. And Saturdays are for Pirate Traditions and Beer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please drink responsibly. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Contentious start to the show, but ended with a hug between Chandler and I. Collins tweets in, I'm glad you boys got this resolved quickly. We can't be divided the night before this game. United front. He's exactly right. We need all Pirates pulling, pushing, whatever you're doing.
All hands on deck.
In the right direction. So thank you for those words, Collins. As Chon and I are good to go, we welcome in Tony Dunn. The
leader.
I tell you what, as NFL fans, we all need to be united as well, because we're all down, and we can include Shirley in this now after last night. And our quarterback out, our team blasted by a division rival. Jarrett's 0-1, I'm 0-1, Tony and Sean 0-1, and boys, I don't know if it's going to get any better.
Football, I don't like football.
All right. I think a lot of y'all are getting on board with what I say. Some of you might still not get it, but I'll go around the room. Sean, were you more excited about football in August or currently?
August.
Yeah. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
August is the best time to be a football fan. Yeah.
August is the month of hope, not just for one football team, but for two. And the way the Panthers played on Sunday, and even though East Carolina is 2-0, as bad as the Panthers looked and played, it's got me down so bad.
Yeah, down bad.
And I'm looking for a 3-0 East Carolina football team tomorrow, but what do we look forward to on Sunday?
Jared, is Raider Nation down or down bad?
Down.
Yeah, not down bad. I think I'm down.
You know, Clip, you always say this, is that you got 4 weeks of football before you turn to fantasy football.
Yeah.
Right? So I was thinking about you on Sunday at 1:12 p.m. when I said we got 12 minutes of football before I turned to fantasy football. That was it.
It's
12 minutes of real life, not 12 minutes on the football clock. 12 minutes from
We're not including commercial breaks.
We're talking at 1:12 p.m. I said this season's over.
Sounds like hyperbole, but it may be true.
Right.
It was bad. Susan Deans, our Panthers fan, checked in on Facebook, said, can't wait to get to Charlotte tomorrow to get ready for the crap show on Sunday. At least I can listen to the fifth quarter and eat a good meal at a steakhouse. So there are always things to look forward to, even when your team
like
is terrible.
spending $2,000 to watch them get 200 rushing yards allowed.
Usually our first segment on Friday is recapping and talking Panthers, but I don't know. Do we even need to do that?
I want to actually. We could just talk about the Chargers game that's upcoming, because the Panthers got smoked on Sunday. Like I said, 1:12 p.m. was the time of death. There was a 59-yard touchdown pass
and
on the
game
first drive.
4:15.
Yeah,
it was the longest game that went on Sunday, which was incredible because it was over so early. I thought they'd run out the clock, but that was the last 1 o'clock game to finish.
Yeah. And so 59-yard touchdown pass. Carolina comes out and Bryce Young throws an interception on the first play of the offensive drive of the season.
Ball game.
I left at tiebreakers with maybe 2 minutes left in the first half, and I stopped at the gas station. I got there before halftime was over. I was like, how is halftime? Before halftime started, I was like, how did it not end yet? They went from 20 to 3. It was 30-3 in the last. I was like, how they scored 10 points with 2 minutes left, right? But the Carolina Panthers basically couldn't do anything, period, whether it was offense. The concerning part for me was that the defense couldn't stop anything, right? If they ran the ball, they ran the ball. If they passed the ball, they passed the ball, right? And the completion, they had 169 rushing yards against the Carolina Panthers. The Chargers last week against the Raiders had 176 rushing yards. And help me out here, didn't the Chargers only have 40 yards rushing in the first half?
Yeah, most of their rushing yards came on 4 plays.
Yeah, so they had right now the Chargers are walking into Carolina ready to run them out of town, literally. You know what I mean? Run them out of the bank, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to run the ball. The Panthers aren't going to stop it. Derek Brown is out for the season, the best player on the defense.
Face of the franchise.
I was going to bring that up, Tony. Going into the year, we kind of went around the room and said, all right, who's the face of our teams?
Yeah.
Whose jerseys are people buying? For me, there aren't many answers. There's Terry McLaurin and a rookie quarterback. For Jarrett, you've got Devontae Adams. You got Max Crosby. That's about it. For the Panthers, you went to the most unassuming position outside of like guard, defensive tackle.
I mean, you might as well get a center jersey.
But Derek Brown was like the one kind of big name
Pro Bowl, just
guy
signed
you can count on.
Just signed a giant deal. First game of season, hurt.
Led all defensive tackles in tackles last year.
Yeah. So I think that's where when we said hyperbole, people think it might be hyperbole that the season, it's just one game clearly, but then you lose your best defensive player on a defense that couldn't do anything. I think it's going to be hard for Carolina to be good, right? I mean, they might win a few, we'll see.
And it's the NFL, as I say, it's designed to be even. It's designed for you to bounce back the next week. And I want to get on board with Panthers plus 6.5, but I start looking at, let's start comparing things. Let's go head coaches. Huge advantage, Chargers.
Yeah.
Quarterback, huge advantage, Chargers. Defense,
huge advantage.
Which I didn't think would be the case. But
Bosa's coming back. Bosa's trying to reestablish himself as a player, had been hurt for a while. Derwin James. That dude's
he's still
awesome.
around. He's still, he got hurt every year early. I feel like now he's... Yeah. Now, Jared said the Chargers' defense was overrated.
I think as a whole, Derwin James is old. Khalil Mack really only shows up for Raider games.
I mean, way to bust on him when he had a 1.5 sacks and a fumble recovery.
I said he only shows up for Raider games.
That was his one of 2 games this year. So the only
wasn't he a Raider before?
The only positive I have is time zone. The Chargers are going from west to east.
Exactly.
Advantage Panthers.
Yeah.
That's about all I got.
It. Not even home field.
No, I don't think so. Now
they're
Chargers,
used to not having fans, period.
The Chargers aren't going to bring in a boatload of fans for that game, but it's a home opener. You would hope you could get excited about that, but I just can't imagine, Tony. I mean, you talk to all the fans, like people can't be jacked up for this.
No. What if we turn on the TV and there's like 20,000 people there?
Yeah,
that would be wild.
You won't get a lot of camera shots.
No,
I don't think.
They'll have to do what the Jags did for a long time. So the Jags,
the tarp or whatever?
Yeah, they just because you have to sell out so you don't get blacked out.
Maybe put a soccer game right behind it, and you'll get the hooligans there to pull for the Panthers for a game. Poor Joey says keep pounding. I guess. Brooks. So there's always something to root for. Brooks right now is rooting for a David Tepper scandal. Maybe that's what we need to kind of all pull for at this point.
We just need to get him just surround him with hot interns.
Temptation all around him. Chris says Tepper needs to be investigated. How did he turn the Panthers into the laughing stock of the NFL?
Well, we weren't good when he bought us.
Yeah.
We were better than what we are now.
True.
And he will not take mediocrity. Or, he will not be. He wants to win.
No, you don't want mediocrity. So we don't give you mediocrity. We give you just horribleness. I'll take mediocrity at this point.
Elliot, this is unrelated, says Clip, I bet money line and under 60.5. The under has dropped to 59.5. Curious what you bet it on. I too have under 60.5. So if it's going down, that's a positive.
I did want to mention this is. I feel like we've been doing the picks for, I don't know, maybe 10 years on the show together. And I always get tempted with the overs early in the season, but usually the unders play earlier in the season. We've had some really high-scoring games.
Are we talking NFL?
Yeah. We've had some high-scoring games in the beginning of the season, which was, to me, abnormal a little. Like even last night, the Bills put up, 30 in the first half?
Yeah, but the under hit because the Dolphins didn't help.
Yeah.
They only scored 10 points. Will the Panthers be included in any of these overs? I guess if their defense gives up 1 million points, they will.
Yeah.
So
it won't be to the help of our offense.
All right. Let's go around the horn just for week 1. Jarrett, your final thoughts on week 1 Raiders, and before we fully move the page to week 2.
Just take care of the ball. The right side of the line needs to block well, and I feel like as long as we don't beat ourselves, we're fine, because that was the big problem last week. Just too conservative where we needed to be aggressive.
And big plays are what win in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's like, and they had a 70-yard rushing touchdown.
And like I said, most of their yardage came on 4 plays, and other than that, we allowed 1 yard per carry. So stop the big plays and don't beat yourself.
For Washington, man, Jaden Daniels is fun to watch.
Is he?
He is, but he had 16 rushes for 88 yards. That's not going to last. So we need to get those 16 to about 8. And they are not, I don't know how many designed. Most of them was him scrambling out and making a play, and he was really, really good at that. He's going to have to be better throwing the ball. Had McLaurin wide open for a touchdown. First play of the third quarter, which really could have changed things in that game. So he's going to have to throw the ball better. I'm worried about the defense. Baker Mayfield, fine, but to have him throw 4 touchdowns, 289 yards, that's pitiful. So
Baker's cooking.
I don't have high hopes for the defense this year, but I am looking forward to seeing Jaden Daniels grow as a passer. Fun to see him run. Let's kind of let him throw the ball a little bit now. See what we got.
My final thought is my weekend has only got one day now. Saturday. And then I skip Sunday and ready for work.
How was your trip to Norfolk?
Oh, we had too much fun.
Yeah.
Too much fun. Yeah. But Norfolk State, whatever the name of the state, ODU Stadium is really cool, man. Like it's quaint. I think it holds like 22,000, 20,000. But they have this awesome end zone VIP bar where you just are right in the end zone and the bar's right there and you watching the game. I mean, it was really neat time. A lot of Pirate fans out there. Great drive too. Easy drive. We should be playing them more often.
Well,
for us.
Good news, Tony. We do.
Every 5 years?
No. We still got them on the books for 2 home games and 2 road games between now and 2031.
Perfect.
So
perfect.
Joey says, do you guys give Bryce another year if he's sub 3,000 yards with 4 wins max?
No.
Or move on?
No.
You're done with Bryce?
Done.
All right.
I think he's got till Thanksgiving, and if he's not good by then, cut ties.
I don't want to talk about this. This makes me want to cry.
Because, if you have a top 5 pick next year, might as well just go with a new guy.
Jamie says, can you skip Sunday if you do a podcast? Breaking news, no more podcasts. Tony's being facetious. He's doing the post game.
Yeah, it's just
and you're going to watch the game.
That's where my work week starts, is Sunday now. That's work now. It was
the weekend used to be a fun 2 days. Now it's 1 day is what you're saying.
Yes, that's the point of it.
Yeah.
Before we move on, I do want to address what I've seen on social media regarding Bryce Young and Dave Canales. I guess a concern going forward, and something that we saw a lot on Sunday. There's even a picture of 3 guys stacked to the left of Ike Ekwonu. I've read that one of the problems that Baker Mayfield had with Dave Canales was not allowing him to make protection checks in Tampa Bay. And I feel like we saw that a lot on Sunday with Bryce Young not making checks, not going, switching the protection. Is that a concern for you going forward on the field?
I guess I'm concerned about everything, but I thought the offensive line was better than. Those guards played fantastic. The 2 new guards we got.
Tony, if you can make a list of your top 50 concerns, we won't even address 25 through 50. We'll only do the top 55.
Yeah.
Where it's almost where does this fall on your list of concerns?
I can't tell. To answer your question though, I can't tell at this point. Is if, and we don't even know if Bryce could do that. To be honest, I can't tell you what's wrong when everything is wrong. And Dave Canales came out and said this. He said, we knew we were going to have some stuff to fix. We just didn't think we'd have to fix everything.
Jamie says they're not going to cut ties in the second year of a number 1 pick. Sure, he was number 1 overall and Josh Rosen wasn't, but what did the Cardinals do? They said, all right, we screwed that up last year. We are resetting completely. Bryce Young is not Dave Canales' quarterback. How about the GM? Was he Dan Morgan's quarterback?
No, he was the assistant GM at the time. So, but I agree, is that if you're in that top 5, this is a year, we've said this from the beginning, it wasn't about the Panthers winning, it's about learning about Bryce. So to answer the YouTuber's comment is, if Bryce, I don't know what the magic number is, but if each week you're not getting more confident with him as a player, if you're either meh or less confident at the end of the season, I don't know why you would go into the season with him unless you want to go the route of let's use that top 5 pick, trade back, get a corner, a defensive end because you have so many problems, and then you go veteran quarterback for a couple of years and see how it goes. I think that's the option, and a lot of teams haven't panned out by just taking the top quarterback early. They've had to have other things good. I think last year's draft was kind of an anomaly in a way. It was Stroud, Richardson, like all of these. There was a lot. I don't know.
I guess there's a hashtag already. I saw Atticus on Sunday. He texted anyway. Quit for Quinn. Quinn Ewers at Texas. Is that going around?
I see that Cam Ward's a big popular quarterback in
Cancel for Cam.
in your C3 community.
I like that guy from South Carolina. He looks like Cam with glasses.
Their quarterback?
Yeah.
You don't want a quarterback from South Carolina. Joey says, Clip seems happy that us Panthers fans are miserable. Not cool, fam. I don't know what gives you that idea. I was trying to cheer Chandler up for a lot of that, for part of that first half.
I think it's because you're less miserable than us.
Yeah, here's what I'd say to you, Joey.
The sympathy.
No matter how I feel one way or the other, your team sucks, your organization sucks, your quarterback sucks. You got way more stuff to worry about than how I feel about it.
That's on 20. That's 51 on the list.
Yeah, exactly. Where's that on your concern list, Joey? Kaz said Cowboys will probably be looking to trade Trey Lance after Dak's contract was signed. I could see him as a Panther.
Of course.
Oh, right. Yeah. Is that good?
No.
I don't know.
Why don't we just go get Zach Wilson while we're at it?
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back with some picks. As we go to break, a little stat to consider regarding ECU football. Have you seen it, Sean?
The stats to consider.
I saw it.
I'll ask Jarrett. The Pirates have turned the ball over 10 times. That's not good, Bob. How many points have been scored off those 10 turnovers by opposing teams?
Maybe
10.
13.
Those would both be good numbers, right?
You know, the Panthers allowed 10 consecutive scoring drives last week.
Holy crap. 10 is the answer. 10 points off 10 turnovers.
Because it was a field goal, Norfolk State, and then a touchdown last week?
Man, that's stellar. You give up 1 point a turnover a year, you're going to have a really good team. Now, if we turn it over as many times as we are, that's going to add up.
That number will go up, skyrocket.
Good stat, though, Cameron. All right, we'll take a break. We'll make some picks. Saints boys, Panthers, Chargers, Commanders, Giants, and
Raiders, Ravens.
One of our pickers is absolutely dominating. Another is in the gutter already. We'll tell you who when we return after this.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose, 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find, oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements, we're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies, we're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up, we'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard, until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels and Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Slow ruins everything, so why not pay less for fast? U.S. Cellular's home internet gives you the speed you need for just $39.99 per month when bundled with a wireless plan with a 3-year price lock guarantee. Get fast 5G home internet made simple. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find a store near you. We go beyond the call.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fifth Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fifth Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
This is Clip Brock, host of PRL, every weekday at 3, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find. It's on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive in Greenville, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. I love picking games. We've got, after 1 week, a man in the driver's seat right now. Tony Dunn looking great at 12-4. Of course, you got off to a good start by picking the Chiefs, and we all picked the Ravens on Thursday night. But, Tony, great start to the season for you at 12-4. You have learned picking against the Panthers can be profitable for you.
Yes.
And have found a way to get out on top. Jarrett, look, a lot of games left to go, but being down 6 games after 1 week isn't great. 6-10. Any thoughts on that?
I went with my heart over my head, so this week I will be doing the opposite.
All right. Sean is 9-7. I'm 10-6. So we're in the mix, Sean. But
yeah, we're right there.
And nothing against Tony, but I can catch Tony. I think I can catch.
I can too.
You do it every year.
All right, Saints at Boys. This is one of my picks of the week. I love. Can I brag for a moment?
Yeah.
Should I brag since I'm 2 games down?
Yes.
Shirley, hit the 49ers prediction one more time. All right, we go to Jets and Niners.
Man.
And what about man? There's no man. There's Niners, man. They're gonna kill the Jets.
I have picked, so the Buck is doing like the pick 'em, and I'm going Jets. I picked the 49ers with the Bucks pick 'em.
Me too.
I'm going Jets.
Me too.
So you're going with a little hedge action.
Yeah.
I'm going
Jets too. This is my one. Look, I'm up 1-0 against you guys. This is my throwaway game right here. Aaron Rodgers,
We're gonna get
mad that he was not drafted by the 49ers. He plays great angry.
This might be my game of the week. Niners by 17.
No way. Did they win by 17?
I'm going Jets. I think the Niners take a big step back this year.
You're on an island by yourselves. You're probably going to win this thing.
I'm going to say, this is a blowout, guys. This is not even worth watching. Don't even stay up late.
You're crazy. No Christian McCaffrey. We don't know anything about the Jets, really.
I know something about the Niners.
No, Aaron Rodgers must have been happy because you said he plays great, angry.
Yeah.
He was very pleased. Actually, he didn't look terrible. No. But the Niners at home are a freaking machine. No, Tony, they only won by, I think, 13 because they scored a garbage touchdown late. So, Tony's the winner of the week. I just wanted to brag there for a little bit because I host the show. Cowboys beat the Saints and beat them pretty bad. Tony.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Sean.
Give me the boys.
Jarrett.
I'm on the boys.
I'm putting the boys on the table.
Ooh, all right. Bucks at Lions.
Rematch.
Playoff
Rematch.
They played in the playoffs.
This is a good game. How about this? When did you think in the world of football that Bucks at Lions would be a game of the week?
I mean, Jarrett's a little younger and Sean, but like you have to retrain your brain to say the Lions are good now.
And the Bucks for 20 years.
What did you think about the Bucks last week with the Commanders playing them?
I think we made them look a lot better than they are, but they are the best team in the NFC South. So there you go.
I'm picking the Lions.
I am as well.
I'll go Detroit.
I'm on the Lions as well.
Okay.
Hey, that 6-game lead, holding.
During the commercial break, I put in a bet.
Okay.
For this weekend on DraftKings. Because, and it had something to do with what I saw, but more so, even if I didn't see this, I was gonna do it anyway. Jordan Love is questionable for this week.
He's not gonna play.
I know, and that's fine.
He could be out like 4 weeks.
But and Malik Willis is not good.
No, he's terrible.
We have talked about this.
He's really bad.
Having said all that, I took Packers +3 because
you must have had some money to burn.
And I like the Colts. And I like Richardson. God. They though.
That was not a good bet.
I love you saying this. This is just like, should we hit the 49ers clip again?
No, it's too long.
All right, fine. I love when you talk about how bad it is. Okay. I will take the Packers at home to somehow, some way beat the Colts.
I'm going Colts, man. I like what I saw out of Richardson last week. I think their defense is really good.
At times I did.
They're going to get the Malik Willis.
At other times when AR5, is that his number now? When he loads up that cannon, he has no idea where that ball's going.
He should wear 15.
Yeah, there was some like controversy about that when he went to Florida. He was AR-15.
Oh.
And then he had to be like, hey, don't call me that. That was another school
I
shooting.
think that's awesome. Oh.
Not that part.
No, not that part. The nickname.
Yeah. Tony?
Colts.
Okay. And Jarrett?
Colts.
All right. I'm on the Packers. I'm on the Malik Willis Island.
Yes, you are.
Jets and Titans.
You're the only person ever been on that island, too. He's like, thank God somebody showed up.
I got you, Malik. This is a hate game for me going into the season. I didn't understand why everybody was glazing the Jets. That's right. I can use words that kids use.
Well done.
It doesn't sound cool when I say it. Didn't understand the Jets' love. Still don't understand it. But, the Titans. Chad, are you here? Chad, are you and your crappy, hilariously awful quarterback, Will Levis, are you tuned into me right now, Chad? You're up 17-0 and can't finish a game. Will Levis is throwing interceptions. It wasn't even a throw. It was a
toss.
It was like a heave.
It was a lateral pass.
It was handing the Bears the game. When your quarterback is on the ground on his knees doing the surrender cobra.
As the guy is returning the pick.
What a joke.
This is not after he scored. This is as soon as he caught the ball.
They also had a block punt for a touchdown.
I hate the Titans. Every year, if I pick them to win, they lose. If I pick them to lose, they win.
Tony, they didn't score an offensive touchdown.
No.
They're going to screw me again this game. I'm taking the Jets on the road.
I'm taking the Jets as well, and let me ask you this, Clip. Do you know the last time a number 1 overall pick won their first game? You asked me this
Sunday.
question. Yeah. Before that, it was Carr. And Caleb Williams won it, and he had 96 yards passing.
No offensive touchdowns for the team. What a joke. And the Titans lose that game. Shame on them. I'm taking the Jets this week, and that means the Titans will probably win. Chandler.
I'm going to go to Titans. Titans at home.
That's because you have a soft spot for the Titans.
I do, but I also think they bounce back.
You don't think the Jets bounce back?
No. And it's hard to see Aaron Rodgers going 0-2 to start the season.
Exactly.
But
he's got to be angry.
I'm going Titans. I've already circled it.
If he's not angry this week, Tony, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to take away the world's supply of ayahuasca.
Yeah,
and
if he doesn't play well, then that statement's just fraudulent. He doesn't play well angry.
I don't know. I did my own research and I found out that you were right. Jarrett.
I'm going Jets. You'll catch me dead before I take anything related to Will Levis ever again.
All right, I like that. Niners at Vikings. Everybody's gonna. Who do y'all got? Go and say it.
Niners.
Yeah, Niners.
Here's why I'm nervous about this one. I think
Sammy Dimes.
He didn't look too bad last week, did he?
He also played the
Wow.
Giants. They played the Giants.
Yeah. All right.
But he's Sam Darnold. Anytime he looks good, you got to give him credit.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Let me look up.
I like him.
Week
Actually.
2, 2023 NFL real quick because I think something happened. Who did the Niners play? Week 2 of last year. 49ers.
They lost, right?
They beat the Rams. What week am I thinking of?
They played the Vikings on a Monday night game, and the Vikings won last year.
49ers 2023 schedule. They lost some dumb games.
I think they lost their opener.
No.
Was it the opener? Let's see. Where are we? 2023. This is taking way too long. I apologize, everyone. All right. So they beat the Steelers 30-7. They beat the where am I thinking of? They cruised through everybody. Lost to the Browns. Am I thinking of 2022 maybe? Anyway, there was an early game in the season. Maybe it was 2022. That the Niners lost on the road that they should have won. Is McCaffrey playing this week?
Who needs him?
Questionable.
Oh, are they going to get in trouble?
You know what? I saw Mason right after the game say that and was like, "Ooh, that's interesting." They said, "When did you find out you were starting?" McCaffrey went play, and he said, "I think it was Friday night." And are you supposed to put that stuff out or not? I don't know.
Well, I think it was the problem that he wasn't on the injury report.
Yeah.
It screwed all our fantasy football teams.
And then their head coach.
Was there a class action lawsuit from fantasy owners?
And I think Shanahan came back and said it was a game time decision. I didn't tell him until right before game time. So that's the confusion there.
I'll take the. You know what? I'm gonna take the Vikings. I like making weird picks because the NFL is weird. If something weird's gonna happen up here, why not this game? Tony, you taking the Niners?
Yes.
The next one is going to be tricky.
It is.
Kenneth Walker out already?
Ooh.
He's out.
No.
Or doubtful. He's doubtful.
Patriots, who we laughed at in the offseason, are 1-0 after beating.
Who was it?
The Bengals.
You know what?
At the Bengals.
Do you remember we didn't even talk about this game last week?
Yeah.
Bengals. It was
not at all. So one of the reasons I picked the Vikings is because there's always a weird 2-0 team.
Right.
Maybe I should have saved it for this game.
You're already on 2 islands? Man.
I'm going Seahawks.
I am too.
I got Seattle.
You ready to be on an island, Sean?
Yeah. Give me one. I'll go on 2 islands.
You're already on 2 islands?
Yep. I'll go Patriots.
All right.
That's going to bite me in the butt.
Giants, Commanders.
Give me Washington right now. I'm not picking the Giants.
Tony.
I don't know. I didn't watch the Giants game. I just heard it was so terrible. I'm gonna go
lot like your game.
I'm gonna go Giants.
Giants have won 4 in a row in the series. Danny Dimes only plays good against Washington. The last 11, I think I looked it up. The Giants are 8-2-1. It doesn't matter. Do you remember, Chandler, when we set our rears in this table? Were you here, Tony? Mm-mm. We watched late season
tie
Giants at Commanders Sunday Night Football. All we had to do was beat the crappy Giants, and we'd go to the playoffs. There was a stupid call at the end of that game where you never see this in the NFL. Terry McLaurin checks with the ref. does that.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
they call. You just now remembered this, Chandler?
Oh, I don't remember was this like a watch party?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I do remember now. Especially when you said that.
And the Giants beat them that night as Washington was like a huge favorite or whatever. We just can't beat the Giants. I don't know
What
why.
happened with McLaurin?
Oh, he did the check, and then they run the play, and they say he was lined up illegally. You know how receivers always check? I never even know what they're doing. To make sure they're lined up properly. And, like, the ref gave him a nod and then threw a flag. Gotcha. Got your ass.
By the way, you were wrong. The Giants only have 3 wins in the last 4 meetings. The other one was a tie.
Oh, well, go. So, and then they lost the previous one? Okay, so they've won 3 in a row, and the other one was a tie. Can you go back further than that?
Ron Rivera was the coach, I'm sure. He's the only coach that gets ties.
So, yeah, how many, Sean, are wins for the Giants? Looks like Washington's got 3 in the last about 10,
Yeah,
10 or so.
they got your number.
Yeah. I'm going, until I see otherwise, G-Man and Fathead Brian Dayball to get another win.
I'll go Commanders. Dan Quinn, new era.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn, by the way, Ford's hat in the first half.
Wait a minute.
Backwards hat, second half?
Yeah.
Is that Dan Quinn over there? Backwards hat?
He did his interview with the sideline reporter with a Ford's hat, and then I saw him in the second half. He had switched to backwards.
Did he say next week we're looking forward to good dad game? That's why I changed my hat to backwards because I'm dad on the sidelines.
Dad, how about draw up a defense worth a damn this week? Giants, Commanders. I'm taking New York. This is a principal pick.
All right, skip this one.
When we return, Chargers at Panthers. We'll get Jarrett's Raiders game and have more picks for you. Jarrett, thank you for putting the records on the screen. That looks nice, especially for 12-4 Tony Dunn. Also, guys, during the break, could you check to see if you got any fantasy start sit? I've got one question. See if you got any of those. We'll do those. And chat gang, if you want to chime in with a fantasy question, I love talking about them as well. We'll do some start sit and make the rest of our picks when we return hour 2 after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
There's a special deal at US Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, Barbershop Quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Hey Pirate Nation, Dank Burrito is coming to Greenville. Everyone loves a good burrito, but they're always the same basic flavors. Basic is boring. Dank Burrito is not your basic burrito joint. We use global flavors and fresh to death ingredients to make new kinds of burritos, bowls, and tacos you never knew you'd love so much. Dank Burrito is the official burrito of the ECU Pirates, and we're opening soon on 108 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Check us out at dankburrito.com or on Facebook. Go Pirates!
Holistic Company in downtown Greenville is a family-owned and operated business offering hemp-derived products such as tinctures, topicals, raw flour, skincare products, and more. They even have a drink menu including infused mocktails and frozen lemonade with a variety of flavors to choose from. At the Holistic Company, they pride themselves in offering true education about the hemp plant and its abundant benefits. So stop by 501 Evans Street, just a few doors down from Pirate Radio, to get informed and try the array of products today.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Pirate Radio, where it's always a great day to be a pirate.
I think it's gonna be a great day.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years, and you can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Again, it's the NFL. Anything can happen. We see things every week. We think we know something, and then we quickly are reminded that we don't know anything. The Panthers can beat the Chargers. There are dimensions in the world.
Universes.
There are
universes.
Yes, where the Panthers are beating the Chargers on Sunday.
I dare somebody to take them.
There's a universe where Tony Dunn is happy on Sunday.
There is.
Somewhere in those infinite universes. I'm going Chargers.
I've wanted to do it, but I can't. I'm going to go Chargers as well. Jim Harbaugh can't lose to the Panthers, can he?
Do you want to do my start sit here?
Is it involved this game?
One of the players.
Yeah, sure.
Herbert or Matt Stafford. And Stafford is playing
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I'd go Stafford just because I think it's going to be run for the Chargers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And the Cardinals were up like 20 points.
It was like 17-3.
Yeah. Talk about blowing that one.
All right. Yeah, so
everybody's going Chargers here. Oh, yeah, and we're going Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I got Chargers.
Nakua is out, but I said this during the break. A guy that is back, that has never left, Cooper Kupp.
And Stafford and Kupp always just be chunking it.
What a machine he is. All right, we're all on the Chargers, except, Joey is going to this game. Joey went to 2 games last year, Panthers 2-0.
Oh.
Just want to put that out there before we make this official.
Yeah, let me keep my pick at the Chargers.
All right, Browns at Jags. I thought about this one too.
Not me. Give me the Jags.
Chandler.
Did the Jags win last week?
No.
They
lost with
up
lost.
Most of the game and lost to the Dolphins.
That's right.
Give me the Jaguars.
Do the Browns have any life? The Browns are better than they showed last week. I'm going to take the Browns on the road for some weird reason.
Until they change their quarterback, I'm going with Jacksonville.
Okay.
Won't be picking Cleveland.
So you're not picking Levis. You're not picking Watson.
Yes.
All right.
Watson looks washed.
Raiders at Ravens.
Ravens.
What's the line on this?
I think it's been bet down to 8.5, opened at 9.5.
Yeah, I like the Ravens by a lot. Gardner Minshew's not a starting quarterback. He is the perfect backup, come in, rally the troops guy. Not a good starter.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens, but not hitting the panic button at 0-2. Got Panthers, Browns, and the Broncos after that. So.
All right. Raiders can turn it around quick. John.
Baltimore.
All right.
That's too easy.
Rams at Cardinals. So I still don't know what to think about the Cardinals.
I thought that they're going to be a lot better. Were better than people thought, and they looked better than people thought in the first half of week one.
You thought they were going to be better than people thought. I got you. Again, I'm still like...
But I'm not picking them here.
I'm not on the fence or anything. I don't know. They are a to be determined for me. Did I see that they are favorites in this game?
Yeah, I'm very surprised. I think it's an overreaction to Puka, but still, no clue why.
I'll go...
As long as you got Cup.
I'll go Rams on the road. Tony, you went Rams?
Yeah.
Rams for me, too.
I mean, this could be a good game, though.
Yeah.
I got the Rams.
By the way, Tony, we need to do a breakdown real quick.
Breakdown.
1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. So 1 o'clock, we got Saints Boys, Bucks Lions, Colts Packers, Jets Titans, Niners Vikings, Seahawks Patriots, Giants Commanders, Chargers Panthers.
Oh, this is too many.
Browns Jaguars, Raiders Ravens. Am I
10? Yeah.
Holy moly. Which leaves us with 3 4 o'clocks. Come on, NFL. That's stupid. Raiders, Ravens, Rams, Cardinals, Steelers, Broncos. They're not even good games.
Raiders, Ravens is 1.
It's 1 what?
It's 1 o'clock.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I missed one. Okay. Bengals, Chiefs. That's a good game, supposedly. So 3 4 o'clocks, 10 1 o'clocks. I don't like that mix. All right. Steelers, Broncos.
Steelers.
Last week, I was on the Steelers. If you'd have told me they'd score no touchdowns, I probably would have picked the Falcons, but they didn't need a touchdown. They needed 6 field goals.
Is that what they...
Yeah, they had 18 points, 6 field goals. 2 teams last week won without scoring an offensive touchdown.
The Bears and the Steelers.
Bears and Steelers. I'll take the Steel Curtain to win again.
I'm going Broncos at home.
All right.
I got a stat here. Mike Tomlin, 14-29 against the spread as road favorites coming off a win. I'll just go ahead and take the Broncos there. Justin Fields is going to be in a lot of trouble with Macmillan and Surtain.
Macmillan.
Jaquan McMillan.
Jaquan McMillan.
Jaquan.
Bengals at Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Tony?
Chiefs.
The Panthers are not the laughing stock of the NFL. The Bengals.
What happened?
And Joe Burrow's hair are the laughing stock.
Is there any concern with him in his wrist?
Oh, I mean, I've heard that it's like one of those injuries when you got it that it's kind of rare and
it lingers.
Yeah, or it's just like hard to come back from.
Then you have to let it linger. Do you have to? Do you have to?
I'll take Mahomes at home. Now they have won at Burrowhead before. The Bengals have.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs.
All right. Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yes.
Chiefs. Sunday night football. First of all, before we pick the game, do you like this game as a Sunday night game, Bears at Texans?
I mean, I get it, Caleb Williams versus C.J. Stroud, but no.
Can we see a Bears offensive touchdown?
I'm gonna. You know what? This one might get ugly, actually.
Yeah, like quick.
I wanted to say I like this. I like some new teams in the mix for primetime, but I think Houston might put it on them.
They are going to put them on.
Yeah, I'll take Houston.
Same.
Houston.
And another consensus pick to finish the week.
Eagles.
How about Kirk Cousins' debut? 2 picks.
He looks old.
Oh, no. And it's primetime Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. He looks so old.
Yeah, so not great primetime games. I had a thought, gentlemen. Should we've done this forever, Tony. We never pick the next week's Thursday game. It's just a game we never pick. Should we pick it or just continue with like recapping it and because
Maybe
we don't know?
Pick it via text.
Maybe, yeah. After we see what happens, because Patriots Jets, we don't know what's going to happen with those teams. Although we could probably go ahead and pick the game now.
Yeah, but I mean,
we're all going to probably take the Jets. And what if the Patriots go 2-0 in dominant fashion? What if the Jets start 0-2? I think we'd still.
Pick the Jets.
Yeah. But maybe we can do that via text, I guess. All right, start sit. I got one question. Addison makes it easy being out, which leaves me with Brock Bowers, A.D. Mitchell, Quentin Johnston. Yeah, I don't have a ton. Right now I got Brock Bowers. Should I sit Brock Bowers for Mitchell or Quentin Johnston?
I'd stick with Bowers.
So what'd you say he had week 1, Jarrett? Do you remember?
It was like 6 receptions for 67 yards.
I love that target number.
I think they're going to get him involved in the run game as well.
You mean him running the ball?
Yeah, he did it at Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I like Brock Bowers there then. Sean, do you have a start sit?
I do. I actually dropped Hollywood Brown. He's on the IR for the Chiefs. I picked up Greg Dortch, who led the Cardinals in receiving last week with only 47 yards. I currently have Jacoby Myers, who led the Raiders last week with 3 receptions, 61 yards. So do I go with Dortch or do I go with Myers?
Cardinals play the Rams. Sounds like that could get fun. Raiders, Ravens. The Raiders might be throwing a lot late.
I'd go Dortch.
Okay.
Let's pass the Dortch.
All right, let's do it.
Tony and Chandler, cover your ears. I have Hollywood Brown. I put him on IR, and I picked up the Raiders defense. Now, why would I do that? The Raiders play the Ravens. Oh, I'm not playing them this week. I'm playing them week 3 against Carolina, which means for the first 3 weeks of the season, I'll have every defense facing the Panthers. I'm going to see how far into the season I can do that. So if you need
it's like a survivor,
a defense for week 3, pick up the Raiders. They're available.
I got a quick start sit. Tony Pollard or Zach Charbonnet? Since Kenneth Walker's out.
Nice glass of wine.
So Pollard got into the end zone, right?
Yeah.
What did he do other than that?
I mean, he had a pretty good week for me. I think he had 10, 11 points. But with Charbonnet, I feel like he'll get some more touches.
Seahawks have a very winnable game against the Patriots, although is it winnable? Pollard, 16 carries. That's a good number. Did he catch any passes? You got to give this guy, 3 catches. Man, I like the number there. Let's go Pollard. I'm going Pollard.
He's for the what are the Titans playing the Jets?
Oh, true.
Man, I guess
But Mason got plenty of work.
He
and
did
looked okay.
Niners also have like 18 other guys
that
the defense can focus on.
I think you go Pollard.
I think Pollard getting all those touches is a positive sign.
The Seattle Patriots game or Seahawks Patriots game could be like a 10-7 game or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
Go Pollard.
I got you.
All right. There you go. Tony, thanks for joining us. C3.
Yep.
Friday free-for-all tonight. That should be fun. A lot of angst.
A lot of angry people. Sunday we do the post-game show, and Tuesday we're live at 9 p.m. doing the longest-running Panthers podcast.
All right. Thank you for joining us. We'll take a break. Come back. Hour 3. Morgan Ahlers joins us. Brian Meador as well as we roll on a Football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
The Parks and Recreation Trust Fund has supported local recreation, North Carolina state parks, and coastal access through grant funding since 1994. This allows our beautiful state parks to maintain the quality that you've come to love. Enjoy all the outdoors has to offer, like hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. Visit ncparks.gov for the latest information and a calendar of events. Thank you, North Carolina, for your continued support for the last 30 years.
You want a sub freshly sliced to order? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want the perfect radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a lone ninja warrior. By night, I glide unseen across the rooftops, watching my enemies from the shadows. By day, I go to Jersey Mike's, watching someone freshly slice my sub. My blade is called Shadow. His blade is a Berserker brand meat slicer. Clearly, I have much to learn about this land. Freshly sliced just for you. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Are you ready, Pirate fans? Free Boot Friday is back. Downtown Greenville Partnership invites you to Free Boot Friday, the official pep rally for ECU football. Join fans for live music from great local bands, food trucks, beer garden, family activities, and so much more. The Free Boot Fun takes place from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. each Friday before ECU home football games at 5 Points Plaza. Visit downtowngreenville.com for more information, and as always, go Pirates.
Pirate fans, your 2-0 East Carolina football team looks to stay undefeated when the Pirates take on in-state rival Appalachian State Saturday at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium for a 4 o'clock kickoff. The Pirates are off to their best start in 8 years behind a veteran defense and one of the fastest-paced offenses in the country. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today for as low as $70 each. Get there early and be loud as the Pirates take on the Mountaineers in Greenville Saturday at 4 o'clock.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michael's and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years, and their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michael and Gateway can handle all of your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns and fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michael's and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Football Friday. Shirley Rhodes, J-Bone, Chon.
Yo.
I am Clip Rock, and joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line, the voice of Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, Minges Coliseum, host of the High School Huddle, DJ Captain Morgan, known as Morgan Ahlers. Morgan, how you doing, sir?
I am doing fantastic. As you said, it's Football Friday. What can't you love about it?
And we've got folks. Brennan on Facebook said, I'm so damn excited for the game tomorrow. Could this week go by any slower? Go Pirates. You got that kind of that big game atmosphere, Morgan, that folks get excited about around here. Going to be a great day of tailgating, really good kickoff time if you're a fan, to get some tailgating in the morning and then the early afternoon and head on into Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium around 3 o'clock, 3:15. I would advise you to get there so you don't get caught in that ticket line forever. But he's got that big game feel. It's exciting. 2-0, trying to get to 3-0.
Yeah, it should be. Hopefully there's a possibility of having a sold-out crowd. I know App State's going to travel well tomorrow. They'll have a big contingent up in the corner. And, Pirate Nation needs to show up and get loud and root the Pirates on, because I think it's going to be a really fun game. I think that both teams are, I know that App State, sort of took it on the chin a little bit last week, but they're a much better football team than they showed. And, the Pirates are playing well. We cut down on a few mistakes, and I think it could be a really exciting game.
When assessing the offense through 2 weeks, Morgan, you've got to address the turnovers with everything else. The thing is, it certainly looks better than last year. We've got more explosive plays, more explosive players in the mix. Boy, Anthony Smith looks like a fantastic find. So how about your grades? What's your progress report on this offense through 2 weeks right now?
I said at the beginning of the season, I thought it was going to be probably week 4, week 5 where it really hits its stride. You've won 2 games. You haven't played perfect. You've given up turnovers that you obviously shouldn't have given up. But at the same time, you've managed to win the games. In the past, we haven't won those football games. And I think that's, you still have to learn to win, and they're finding ways to win. The defense is keeping it in, keeping us in the game. But at the same time, the offense is still going out there making plays. Garcia still throws for nearly 300 yards last week. And, you go to an Old Dominion place and stadium that was loud and rocking, and you could see how it was built, one of those erector set stadiums, because the camera, I don't know if it was a handheld they were using all week or during the game or whatever, but it was driving me crazy. But you still got a chance to see the game, and the Pirates found a way to win it. And hopefully tomorrow, the weather looks like it's going to be fine. The Pirates are going to have to find a way to win, and the key to it is to minimize those turnovers and not give App State other opportunities on offense to put the ball in the end zone.
Morgan Ahlers joining us. That camera work was rough. There was better camera work in the Shannon Sharp video from this week. Morgan, defensively, we tend to ignore talking about the defense because they're so dang consistent and good that we kind of bypass them. But got to the quarterback last week, gave him some sacks. Also gave up a touchdown where nobody was in 30 yards of the receiver. So I talked about that with Elijah Morris. It's good when you can have a solid performance and still have things to correct, and that was the case for Blake Harrell's guys. But, man, 17 points allowed in 2 weeks. You will take that every single day of the week.
Yeah, you talk about that long touchdown. There's never a perfect football game. There's never been one played offensively or defensively. There's always going to be mistakes. It's how you react to those mistakes. And the one long touchdown that they had, 2 guys ran into each other. Sometimes that happens, and they were able to take advantage of it. But at the same time, again, we recovered from that. We recovered, and those guys just run in and out of the game. Coach Harrell's got a deep defensive side. The top 22 guys, maybe 25 or 30 that he plays, are staying fresh into the fourth quarter. And that's where I think East Carolina is going to have a huge advantage all season. If they can stay healthy, they can go out and dominate the defensive side of the football. So, I'm excited. I like the way they're playing, and they're giving our offense a chance to go out there and do their thing and giving them plenty of opportunities to do it.
Morgan, as we get ready for games, talk about games leading up to them, we kind of look back at, hey, what has this team done? For East Carolina, they're 2-0. They've been shaky at times on offense, but certainly look a lot better. All those things we just talked about. For App State, they go to Clemson, Boy, if they win that game and it's 2-0 versus 2-0, we're really excited. We're fired up. If they play close in that game, we're like, well, okay, App State's got something this year. How do we feel about App State when they go down 35-0 in the first quarter? Do we just kind of wipe that one off the radar and erase it from the memory bank, or do we say, oh, maybe this team's not that good? We expect them to respond. I've heard a lot of they're going to be mad. Okay, what does that mean? But what do you think about this App State team rolling in here after what you saw went down in Death Valley last week?
Well, look at week number 1 when Clemson played Georgia,
Atlanta.
Georgia just steamrolls over Clemson. People are talking about, has Dabo Swinney lost it? Should he be fired? And then they open up their home season against App State last week, and like you said, they put 35 on, in the first quarter. And, so App State's going to put that out of their mind. I'll probably watch a little bit of film, and then they just went right to East Carolina. You're never as good as you think you are. You're never as bad as you could be. You're always somewhere in the middle. So I look for App State to bounce back. They've got a good program. They've got good tradition there. They've got good players, good coaches. We can't take anybody, regardless of who we're playing, lightly. And Coach Houston and his staff has really had the Pirates focus this week on App, saying, don't look at last week. We haven't beaten them in several years, and we need to do it at home tomorrow.
Folks, this is why we do what we do. Saturday, 4:00, Morgan Ahlers' booming voice at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. All that purple in the stands. Beautiful game day. Joey Perry's got the field looking great. It's all set up for an awesome Saturday. Looking forward to it. We'll be with you at noon on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Chandler, would you say Morgan Ahlers is a good guy?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, how about last Sunday, 2:04, I get a text from Morgan Ahlers. He said, checking in on Chandler. Is he okay? And
you know what?
For him to think about you.
That is why he's a good guy.
Now I'm going to pretend there's not 3 laughing emojis on this, and that he was not being sarcastic. He was legitimately checking on you.
He meant to do the crying emoji.
Is that what
not
it was?
the laughing emoji.
Morgan.
He meant to do the crying emoji.
That was very nice of you to check on Chandler, because he was not doing well at that time.
I was really worried about him. I didn't know if he'd snuck out and gone to the Green Street Bridge or anything, so
I thought about it.
Together. I figured you would after watching that game. They were horrible.
I know, Morgan. And I would appreciate if you check up on me again on this Sunday, please, because it might be just the same. What do you think?
I think they need to fire David Tepper.
Hey, look, if Dan Snyder can get out Chandler, one day maybe Tepper can too. The problem is you might have another 20, 25 years before it happens.
Man, that's what it seems like.
Panther fan. I'm a Panther. I like the Panthers. I've got, I do. But it's just hard to watch.
Are you done with Bryce Young, or you still got some time left for him, Morgan?
I think
yeah.
It's getting slim, right?
It's the thinnest of margins right now. Hope for the best, but daggone, man.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be able to see over the center when he's squatting and getting ready to hike the football. You got to be able to see over that.
Well, he ain't gonna get no taller. What if he does? What if it's
that would be great?
Spurt? What if he's like 6'4" this time?
I was going to say like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
Come out there with stilt shoes on.
Can he grow that tall by Sunday? I hope so.
They got old khaki pants rolling into town, Morgan. How about Jim Harbaugh 1-0 after a win over the Raiders? How do you think Harbaugh 2.0 goes in the NFL? Do the Chargers find themselves as a playoff team, Super Bowl contender 2 or 3 years from now?
I think they could definitely be a playoff team. Get Herbert, Abear, whatever the heck his name.
No, it was Bobby Abear back in the day. This is Justin Herbert.
Yeah, depends on what part of the country you're from, I guess. But if he gets healthy and plays the way he's capable of playing, they could be a pretty good football team. I know they lost several players in the off season, but Jim Harbaugh is a good coach. You might not like him. He might be a cheater at Michigan, but he's a good football coach from a good football family. He didn't get stupid overnight, so.
Man, what if Connor Stallions followed him to the NFL and now he's doing that stuff? He'll be at Bank of America. Chandler, what if you go and you see Connor Stallions like in the stands or on the sideline? Would you fight him?
I'd be like, do whatever you want to.
Are you really learning anything from what?
Like
spying
what
on the
are
Panthers?
you like? Let's see your notepad, and there's nothing on the notepad, and we're in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. All right, let's get some Q&A for Morgan Ahlers. We'll go around the room. Your one question for Morgan Ahlers on this Friday.
Morgan, growing up, what I guess as a child, what cartoons or TV shows did you watch?
Cartoons, Jetsons, Flintstones. Cartoons were actually on Saturday morning for kids to get up and watch. You know, it was a great time in life. Now you've got the Cartoon Network that doesn't show cartoons. So explain that.
All right, Jared. Good question, Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah, so week 1 behind us. What did you see in the NFL that you just popped out on the screen for you?
How bad the Panthers are.
Yeah. All right. Do you have anything non-Panthers related? Don't say how bad the Commanders are either.
How potentially good the Cowboys could be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they've always got Dak, so there's always hope for the Commanders.
The Cowboys do what they did on Sunday at home. If they can do that on the road, too, they are kind of scary. Although,
if they could do it in the playoffs,
right?
they're
Yeah,
scary.
That's the thing with them. So, all right, Shirley, you got a question?
Morgan, based on what you did see in week 1 of the NFL, if you were to make a prediction on who would be playing in the Super Bowl in New Orleans, who would it be based on what you just saw on the first week of the NFL?
Based on the first week, I thought that the Cowboys played pretty well. I can tell you who, based on week 1, the Dolphins struggled, but they're not going to be there. Bless his heart, Tua. Could be, a goner. I hate that. But, I thought they had a little bit of potential. There's a lot of different teams right now.
Well, how about the team that beat them, Morgan? Josh Allen and the Bills. Are they pretenders or contenders?
I think the Bills are going to be contenders. I really do. I think they're going to be out there. I think that Kansas City's still the team to beat. So we'll see.
I'm going to pass my question to Little Nugget, who's checking in. Grant Matthews. He says, ask Morgan if he taught his son Griff how to grill wings because they are delicious. Can you take credit for that, Morgan?
No, I've given him some pointers. I cook a lot of wings in my time, but he's got the big green egg, and he's like, the barbecue guy right now. He loves to cook out. It's pretty cool. He cooks some big steaks, cooked some good burgers a while back. So, yeah, Griffin could cook.
The pit master.
So can Peyton.
Morgan, I just made some delicious wings for you, and I'm going to sauce them however you would like. What sauce would you like on those wings?
I'm a mild buffalo sauce, or I like the garlic parmesan, and sometimes I like the honey barbecue.
All right, there you go. Morgan Ahlers' choice of wings. Morgan, thank you for joining us. Can't wait to hear the booming voice tomorrow at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
Thanks a lot, guys. You have a great weekend. Go Pirates.
And High School Huddle on the way at 6 o'clock as well with Morgan Ahlers.
Where it is a first down. Pirates. Arg.
Eric M. says, which Panther had the most egregiously inflated draft stock, Jimmy Clausen or Bryce Young?
Jimmy Clausen.
All right. Eric says Bryce Young. There was, I don't know. People like Bryce Young.
Which, I don't know why I say Jimmy Clausen, because that was before I got emotionally invested in the Panthers. But I just remember him being so good coming out of college, out of Notre Dame. But, I also don't disagree with Young.
Bryce Young won a national championship. So
yeah, it's not like, Jimmy Clausen.
Jimmy Clausen showed really nothing in my eyes coming out of college.
Yeah. So there was a reason to take Bryce Young. And there was a run on Bama QBs too, right? Like that had recently Tua.
Mac Jones. He was good for 1 year.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. Well, no, he was at Bama, but before going to Oklahoma.
So there was a reason to take Bryce Young. There was not. Well, and when was Clausen picked?
Second round.
What year was that, John?
2010.
So that was 1 year before they got Cam? Or would it have been 09?
09, I think.
I can just look it up this way because I want to see the other quarterbacks taken in that draft. Jimmy Clausen was picked in 2010 in the second round, pick 48. And the quarterbacks that went ahead of him were Sam Bradford, Mr. Longsleeves. Also, would you call him a bust?
Who?
Sam Bradford.
He was, first overall, and he didn't work out, so yeah.
Okay. Then we don't have a quarterback for a while. Tim Tebow. I will say this, folks. Tim Tebow, those Broncos games, the score was usually like 12-9 in the fourth quarter, and they've had about 96 total yards. And you turn on red zone at about 7:05, he would be leading a drive for a touchdown somehow, some way. It was so much fun to watch Tim Tebow red zone. Boy, what a bad quarterback year that was. Who's next? Jimmy Clausen. I mean, unless I'm missing something here. Let's see who else is on this list. Is this the worst quarterback draft of all time?
Has to be.
Colt
McCoy.
Colt McCoy is on the list. There's got to be somebody good. Did somebody good get taken this year? Mike Kafka. Okay. We continue on.
This is awful.
This is crazy.
I don't even know who the guy is that you just said.
Did I miss a name? Jonathan Crompton.
Oh, dude, how can you miss Rusty Smith?
Rusty Smith. Oh, Rusty.
Out of Florida Atlantic.
Dan Lefevre out of Central Michigan.
I got a fever. Joe Webb.
Joe Webb. That's the best quarterback I've seen so far on this list. Tony Pike went to the Panthers. Levi Brown.
Kin to Chad Pike.
Worst quarterback draft of all time. I'm about to Google that next. Somebody Google that and see what year pops up.
Jeez.
Sean Canfield. And Zach Robinson. I actually remember him from Oklahoma State. What a bad quarterback draft. When you Google worst quarterback drafts of all time, what comes up?
2022 was pretty bad. Desmond Ridder, Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis.
That's I did a trivia question on that because like every one picked is already on a different team.
The one that I just looked up, NBCBoston.com, worst is 2007.
Worse than this?
Jamarcus Russell, Brady Quinn, Kevin Cobb, John Beck, Drew Stanton, Trent Edwards, Matt Moore.
That's better than the one I just. That's better than 2000 and. Am I missing somebody?
In '96, you had Tony Banks, Bobby Hoying, Jeff Lewis, Danny Cannell, and Damon Horde.
2013, E.J. Manuel, Geno Smith, Mike Glennon, Matt Barkley, Ryan Nassib.
Still better than 2010. Right? The one we just went over.
2010 is definitely the worst.
Yeah. How are they bypassing this on the list?
Yeah.
It's fifth on this list.
All right. Let's take a break. Boy, that was disgusting. I need to go rinse my mouth.
Who is Mike Kafka?
Who is Mike Kafka?
This is the last one on their list here. Like, out of the top five, number 5 is 2010.
No, this is the worst.
This is awful.
I think it's saying those other ones because, like, Jamarcus Russell was a number 1 overall pick.
The next one is 2015 with Jameis, Marcus Mariota, which, I mean, it gets bad from there.
Bad, but, yeah. It's bad already there.
Oh, my God. Put some respect on our guy's name. Number 3 on this list, 2002. They have David Garrard on that list in round 4. The guys before him, David Carr, Joey Harrington, Patrick Ramsey, Josh McCown.
Now, I was drafted in 2015. If you say it's the worst draft class, you're just being mean.
If you say it's the worst draft class, you're just being mean.
I've played for the Bucks. I've played for the Saints.
I've played for the Bucks, and I played for the Saints.
If you think your draft class is better than mine, I'm going to tell you it ain't.
If you think your draft class is better than mine, I'm going to tell you it ain't.
Now, you probably thought I was done doing this. But I'm just getting started. Hey, put on I'm going to rock and roll all night and party every day by Kiss.
I'm just getting started. Put on I'm going to rock every day and night by Kiss.
Now, really, I should.
Now, Jameis, please shut up. We got to take a break.
Now, Jameis, please shut up. We got to take a break.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.
That's lame, dude.
That's what Jameis did.
True.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
Carolina Eagle is proud to partner with Anheuser-Busch and the National Volunteer Fire Council to bring 4,704 cans of emergency drinking water to the local volunteer firefighters who help keep our community safe. This summer, Carolina Eagle wants to give a huge thank you to the Fountain Rural Fire Association for all that they do. At Carolina Eagle, they are proud to work with Anheuser-Busch and the National Volunteer Fire Council to give back to the place we call home. Carolina Eagle Distributing, proudly serving Eastern North Carolina since 1989.
Opportunities await for all students in Pitt County schools. We open doors by finding pathways to provide the best possible chance of success for each to reach their career aspirations of choice. As we head through the 2024-25 school year, we will continue to guide our students for the different journeys of life preparedness. We are committed to enhancing academic achievement and developing personal growth through work-based learning of our many career and technical education programs, college readiness, and solutions those who will be serving our country in the armed forces. Engaging, empowering, and elevating students to be successful citizens, workers, and leaders in a global economy remains our mission. Please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org to learn how we grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and 1 community. Education, the key that unlocks doors of opportunity.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership, savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package, too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-styled restaurant and bar, and there's always something special happening at the Rick House. Join us for lunch. It's our 2 for $20 lunch special during the week, and it's the perfect spot for that lunch business meeting. The Rick House celebrates the last Thursday of every month with a special wine tasting, and our buffet brunch is to die for. Follow the Rick House on Facebook for the latest schedule. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. The Rick House.
This is retired ECU baseball player Charlie Yorgan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. You can follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fork and on Greenville Boulevard, and in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. They're open 7 days a week with live music every single night of the week. And on the weekends, ladies, you get in free. Coming up tonight, the Eli Craig Band will be taking the stage at 10 o'clock. And then on Saturday, it'll be the R.T. Johnson Band. And then the Buck will have all your fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered as well. You can kick off the day at the Buck with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a single game. And they do a weekly jersey giveaway that starts at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
All right, welcome back. If you see a guy wearing a Max Crosby jersey, just avoid him. On Sundays. Any other time, he's all right to approach. Georgia players cannot stop speeding. Daniel Harris, cornerback, arrested, charged with reckless driving for going 106 miles per hour on a wet road. I guess I've just never had a cool enough car. Like if I had a cool car or something, and I might be tempted to go 100 miles per hour, but I don't know. Just never. I don't really have the urge to go 100 miles per hour. 106, 41 miles per hour over the speed limit.
This is coming from Yahoo Sports. This is a trend for Georgia's athletes. It says here, Harris's arrest is a part of what has become a very clear pattern for the football team since offensive lineman Devin Willock and recruiting staffer Chandler LaCroix were killed in a street racing-related crash in 2023, in January of 2023. Over 25 people from the program, 25, have been arrested or cited for driving-related offenses.
Good God.
Over 25.
And that's why I like Georgia to win it all.
Harris is also at least the 6th player to be arrested for a driving offense in 2024.
That's a lot. Jamie says, knick-knack, clip is whack, take away Chon's bone. Y'all just go on home. I get what you're trying to do there, but I feel like the second part should have been a little longer.
How about you going home, Jamie?
Oh, whoa.
And even if you are home, how about you walk out of your house and then walk back in?
Shirley's got a stat to consider.
A stat to consider.
The stat to consider.
ECU, the only Division I school that is undefeated in women's soccer, volleyball, and football. Arizona State women's soccer lost last night. Too bad, too sad.
Should you answer that phone call on the air?
Nah, but I'm interested in what he has to say. Although, I feel like he would know not to call me right now in the middle of a segment. Let's get to my chat with Brian Midor. Talked to Brian Midor, continuing our 1999 series for ECU football, as he was there covering the team at the time, and Midor is always fun to talk to. Here is my chat with Midor. All right, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live with Brian Midor, who joins us inside Studio C. Midor, how you doing, man?
Doing great, man. It's very comfortable in here.
I thought about this, Brian, and you're not going to want to hear this, but I feel like you've almost surrounded yourself with so many legends that you yourself get overlooked. I think about the late, great Jeff Charles. I obviously think about Brian Bailey, and you even have the tagline, Little Buddy, I think, coming up. So you don't want to hear this, but you're like 5-10 years away from being a legend. I mean that sincerely.
I
because
appreciate.
you've been in 2 different TV stations.
Correct.
Right? You've been at ECU for decades, a couple decades.
No. 2011, January of 2011.
All right, we'll give you 13ish.
But I was at 9, and we actually did Fox back when I was at Channel 9. So I've hit every TV, local TV station except the ABC affiliate WCTI. So Brian North's holding it down. Speaking of a legend,
he will get there one day if he keeps working hard. Brian North's like the hardest working dude I know. On and off the air.
He creates the illusion. That's what he likes to say.
Yeah, he does. But Midor, awesome to have you here, and I also real quick want to tell folks a quick Brian Meador story. I've told it before, but like when I first started here, I think I was done interning and maybe actually working here. I can't remember. It was early on in my pirate radio days, and I was producing the press box, which I was like, man, we got. I listened to Troy D on the radio and watched him on TV, when I was in school. And we got Bailey and Billy Weaver. And
well,
Brian
it was Nate
Midor.
Summers was when you first started. It was Nate Summers. Like when I first started doing it, you had a little dab of Nate?
Then. I don't. Okay. Maybe at the tail end. But either way, it was cool to like be I wasn't even associated with you guys, but like working alongside you guys. So. I do a thing where the old Jeff Ross comedian where he says you only roast the ones you love.
Oh,
but
yes.
we were not friends enough for me to do what I did. So I was out at Bowley's getting hammered during football.
Yeah.
Bill DiNicole was there, another great dude. I didn't know him as well as I do now. So like
producer at Channel 7 worked his way up. He's in Raleigh now.
I made several mistakes along the way, but I think I just said, "Hey, Bill, you work with Brian Midor, right?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, man, that guy's a real jerk, man. He's awesome. He is a real a-hole.
That wasn't the story I got.
And I love it. Like, and so it was Bill and like 3 or 4 girls that worked at ITN.
It was the main female. I won't say her name, but she was the main anchor at the time.
Yeah,
and she liked to talk a lot.
And so
and stir the pot, and that's what she did.
I'm like, all right, well, y'all have a good one. And then I watch my football. I come in Tuesday for the press box, and this is another reason I love Midor. There was no like awkwardness. He right when he saw me, he said, "Hey man, you talking about me? Do we have a problem?"
That's exactly what I said. Do you have a problem with me?
And
let's clear this up right now because I like you, Clip. I think you're a great guy. I don't know you very well, but
and I was like,
you're gonna pop off at the mouth. I'm calling you out. The story I got was not what you said, and then I got to know you. Then I realized, okay, I almost said her name. She was stirring the pot. Because that's what she did at the station. So all I heard was, he does not like you. He called you a jerk and said that you ran your mouth too much. And I was like, what?
So, yeah.
Well, those things are true, but I don't know him well enough for that.
And I don't know you well enough to say that in public at the time. But I was so confused, and you told me, and I was like, oh, my God. I was totally like, I meant it as like a compliment. I think you're hilarious, and you're all.
I appreciate you saying that.
But anyway, I learned a lesson to like make sure you're actually cool with somebody before you try to
know your audience too, because if you had known what I knew, I would have not. I never talked in front of her because I knew she was that type of person.
But anyway, I'm just glad to be your buddy, Midor.
You are a good friend.
After that tough moment there, Brian, I want to get you on for multiple reasons, but we are celebrating the 1999 team. Really cool that that East Carolina's doing that UTSA week, and we have talked to Jeff Carr, Keith Stokes, and Andrew Bays so far. We talk to Kevin Monroe every week, but those guys have been on telling awesome stories. And for a guy like Andrew Bays, he's still connected with East Carolina because he's calling road games.
Sure.
That's awesome. For Jeff Carr, like he said, this will be the first time he's bringing his family back to Greenville and is so excited for, the next generation of Carrs to see East Carolina and Dowdy Ficklin. So really neat deal, and they're fired up for it.
That surprises me because he came back for our Legend series that we did with IMG Learfield. Now Megan Hinchin was somebody I worked real closely with at the time when they were our media partner, and we did this Legends thing every home football game, and we started with 2 a week, and then we went to 1. But we had Jeff came down, and I thought his family would have been with him that weekend.
Said it was his first time his son, I believe.
It could be. That could be it. But I love Jeff. Huge fan of that guy as a person, and known him for a long time. And I just remember, and that guy played as hard as anybody played. He was always bust the top of the bridge of his nose. I think he's still got a scuff or a scar from the way he played, and he was so much fun to watch. His energy, and he was a great vibe. You wanted to see how that football team was playing. how he acted on the field, man. That was exactly that was the fiber of that football team.
So, in the long line of Brian Meador jobs, where were you in 1999 when all this was happening?
I was at WNCT. I started at Channel 9 as an intern in 95 and worked there until 2003. So I was with Bailey in sports. And when the hurricanes, the back-to-back, the stuff that happened with the flooding and all that, I was with Channel 9, and they pulled me over since I was doing sports. We killed sports. They had Bailey over in the parking lot of Sam's Club or Walmart or wherever it was. And they had Chris Stansbury in the newsroom giving updates on what closings, what roads were closed, what schools were closed, that kind of thing. And then I was the number 3 guy. So they basically said, well, you're going to have to pick up a camera and go shoot this stuff and get in a helicopter every day. So it was pretty much what I did, was jump into a helicopter every single day. And Eagle 9 we called it back then.
How was that?
Very expensive.
Was it exciting? Was it scary? Were you nervous?
No, I didn't. I had more so now. I didn't have a fear of heights at all. I was the only one. Woody Spencer was he was our chief photographer at the time. Oh, yeah. And Woody's a legend in this area. I think I just gave him a title bump. He wasn't chief photographer, but whatever. It was our old buddy Kevin O'Brien, KO, the late KO. Yeah. But anyway, Woody went up the first time, but we had this bigger helicopter we rented for the first go. And then when they realized how much it cost, they were like, we can't do that anymore. And so David Sawyer and me, I'm not kidding when I tell you it's smaller than a MASH bubble helicopter. And it's a 2-seater. Well, you have the pilot, you have David Sawyer, and you have me. So how are we going to get in there? I had to turn with my back facing David Sawyer. The one shoulder harness that we had went over both of us. And it's a true story. I had to put my camera over on my shoulder like this, and I'm shooting, and I took the microphone and I put it in my ear side so you could hear what David was saying. And so I can hear David, he's talking about this road or that road or this is flooded. And David Sawyer was brilliant with looking at topography and maps, and he knew where we were. And it looks like it's all the same to me, dude. I don't know. But some of the stuff we saw from the air was fascinating. We had the bigger helicopter, I think 3 or 4 times, and then the little guy for the rest of the 2-week period. But at one point we landed. I want to say it was Beulahville, somewhere in the southeastern counties. We landed, and these people ran up to us. You got to think in '99, there were people didn't have cell phone service out in the country. Yeah. You didn't. Everything's shut down. The only thing that was working was over the airwave television or radio. Mm-hmm. So these people are completely cut off. They're running up to us like we're there for them, and we were just landing to get some shots on the ground because we had seen some flooding. And they run up to us. They had been cut off, and it was fascinating. Carla Alligo was our reporter at the time, and we did a feature on them and how they've been cut off from the outside world. Because you know how it worked. All the flooding cuts, the rivers rise. It cuts Greenville right in half. Yeah. Then the north and south side of Tar River, and it was a fascinating time. And for the football team not to be able to get home was really fascinating.
Brian Midor joining us. So how about when we get back to that sports, and we've had Jeff and Brian Bailey's talked about this and others, how we needed that football game, just as a distraction, just for fun. The players have all talked about how shocked they were at the amount of people at that game in Raleigh, because they thought that, people weren't going to be able to get there, or even if they could, wouldn't want to because of what's going on. But it was kind of the opposite. We wanted something good, something to be excited about, to get behind. So did you cover the game in Raleigh?
Stansbury, me, and Brian Bailey. And I remember the water's receding enough. It's 264 was passable. There were areas that still had some water, if I recall correctly. But going up there and being a part of that environment, and it was, I want to say, it was as much to get out of Greenville. No, and not crapping on Greenville in any way.
But just
But I'm telling you, man. You're in a helicopter every day, and I saw so much death. You remember the cattle over. There were all those cows that they drowned. Like the farmer, I think he was from Aden. He got one cow out, and he was hoping the rest would follow, and they wouldn't follow. Nice. They had water up to their, right up tops of their legs, and they ended up obviously drowning because they would get tired, fall over, or whatever, and it was just toxic. It was dirty, smelled. I remember going over top of a pig farm, and it was just the stench of death and everything was just. It was a swampy, nasty time as the waters were receding, and it was just dirty. So to get out of Greenville for someone like me who had been, I was chewing that every day on that helicopter. Just
pretty
disgusting.
Depressing. Yeah.
It was awful. and then we actually went into David Garrard's apartment. when he got back, and the water line was up to the top of his ceiling. It was crazy, and there was everything inside was destroyed because they couldn't get back to get stuff out.
They stayed in South Carolina,
That's right, Columbia. Yeah, they had just beaten South Carolina, and were on their way back. And I know Alex Radow back then. Channel 7 had the coaches show, so Alex Radow was with the team, so he was stranded away. He was the weekend guy from WITN, so he was stranded with them. So. It was a really it was so surreal the way it was all happening, and for news people, you cover the story, and unlike today's reporters who put themselves into the stories, like your old buddy Feldman, I would you never made yourself the story. But it was hard not to become part of it because you were suffering right with them. Everybody was suffering through this time of uncertainty because it was a 500-year flood. So
a new documentary, I believe, is coming out about it. Ken Watlington, working on something.
25 years, man.
Man, my grandmother passed away a few months ago, Midor, and we were going through her house looking at stuff. I showed Bailey. I should have showed you too. I have an unopened VHS copy of Flood of the Century.
Yeah, we won an Edward R. Murrow Award. Yeah, we won a big award for that. When my buddy Richard Ramirez, he did the music for it.
Wait, Richard Ramirez?
Richie, and it's that's right.
I figured you'd be friends with him.
Night Stalker. Yeah, no, Richie. This is a funny story. Richie called me up. He was at the time he was a music major at East Carolina, and we were doing everything as cheap as we could get it done. And so Elizabeth Wilder, who was our morning person, she was helping put together that documentary. And she said, "Do you know of anybody who would be good?" I said, "I got the guy. He knows music." And so he put the very somber track to that thing. And the funny thing is, he called me up and said, "Hey, man, the water's almost to my house, man," because he lived down on, I think, Jarvis. The water was slowly coming up, And he called me up and said, "Hey, water's about to come into my house." And I said, "I'll be there in 15 with the Channel 9 van." So I roll up with a reporter, and we did a story on him. I didn't help him. I did a story on him as he was getting all the crap out of his house. He's like, "What are you doing, man?" I was like, we got a story to do, man.
We're trying to win an award, too, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Brian Meador joining us. Meador, we'll wrap this up, but some thoughts from 99. Let's end on a positive. How about the football game?
Oh, the win. The win. It was incredible. I mean, falling behind like that and having that, how much more can they kick us? We've been down. And then you felt that momentum, and you're coming
literally
back.
Playing a team called the Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes. It was was just everything made sense, but it didn't make any sense. It was like, what are we doing? And then I believe there was an incomplete pass at the end of the game that and then everybody's on the field, and then there may have been a celebration that got a little out of hand, but it was a lot of energy. It had to come out somewhere.
As I told you, I was watching that with my buddies and his dad, who's a State fan, and he said their arms crossed with a frown on his face as everybody was tearing the field up. So that was pretty awesome.
It was a bad look, but at the same time, you know what?
Give us a break.
Give us a break, dude. What have we been through? Thanks for letting us use your stadium. By the way, we're going to tear it up now. It's like rock stars in a hotel room, man. We had a good time here.
We're Led Zeppelin.
We're throwing a TV out the window now.
Meador, we'll get you back. I want to talk about what's going on now, but wanted to relive some of those memories.
Sure.
And man, you had some both good and bad from that time, but we appreciate it, man. And,
always good to see you,
talk
Clip.
to you again soon, and let me know if Dak will let us borrow some money.
He's $231 million guaranteed. Are you kidding me? So stupid.
Thanks, Midor.
Just stupid money. All right.
You want more Midor? Sure you do. He'll be our Pirate Picker coming up Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We'll take a break, come back, get our Fleet Feet rundown when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Football Friday. Back with you after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown & Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's bow time. Some classics never go out of style, like fresh egg, American cheese, and hickory smoked bacon on a made-from-scratch biscuit. But why stop there? Pair it with crispy bow rounds and a hot coffee or medium drink. Your morning deserves a breakfast that has it all. From the fluffy egg and crispy bacon to the melted cheese and, of course, a legendary Bojangles biscuit. That's the ultimate breakfast combo. Order in the app or at Bojangles. It's bow time.
Hey folks, Coach Steve Logan here, asking you to support the life-saving mission of the Atlantic Beach King Mackerel Tournament this October. This event helps raise needed funds for the fire department's purchase of life-saving gear that could save someone you love.
Join Bojangles, Window World, Flatlands Jessup Insurance, and Linda Wright Real Estate
as we raise money to save lives. Sign up for the Atlantic Beach King Mackerel Tournament or simply make your life-saving donation at WeFishForLife.com.
Pirate Radio. We are the local station you love. Anytime, anywhere, on air and on digital. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
TD, Tutty, taking it to the house. Whatever you call a touchdown, they matter more at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score a touchdown. Ready to do a touchdown dance of your own? Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code PIRATE. That's code PIRATE for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at nfl.com/terms. All right, we'll get our Fleet Feet rundown. Harp, can you help us out and let us know about our friends at Fleet Feet?
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
Shirley, Chandler, guess who came and saw me today?
Alex Harper.
Y'all
Harp came to see you?
Y'all won't hear? Alex said, where's Shirley? Where's Chandler? Y'all missed him.
That was today?
That was today.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
I was out running errands.
Chandler, you want to do something fun?
Yep.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Let's get a Freeboot live look in. Let's see what's going on across the street over at Freeboot Friday.
Take you over there.
So take that camera right there and show our viewing audience what is going on currently across the street as we take a trip with John. This will be called Trip with John. Sponsorships available for Trip with John.
We need like a music bed or something, you know?
Skibbity bow, scoobity high. As you
We
see,
need the Benny Hill music.
Chandler opening the door. As he takes a look out there, I see food trucks, I see tents, I see people, I see cars. See a good old time going on out there at Freeboot Friday. It is on and popping. This is the first one of the season because last time it got canceled due to the weather. I see people walking by the window. See if Chandler puts the camera on them. Chandler, do a live interview. Yeah, he's not. So there you go. A look at Freeboot Friday. Oh, he did get those people. Chandler, ask them their favorite pirate. Ask them what they're having for dinner. All right, John is coming back in the door. Oh, you got some waves there from some celebrities. Was that Jonathan's parents?
That was Miss Marianne.
Yeah, it's mom. Thank you, John. Good stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Buck scoreboard tonight. Buccaneer Music Hall. The Buck. UNLV at Kansas, 7 o'clock ESPN, 8 o'clock on Fox. Arizona at K-State. O's are in action tonight on the road at Detroit, 6:40. First pitch, the Mets are in Philadelphia to take on the Phillies. Red Sox Yankees tonight on Apple TV at 7:05. Braves and Dodgers in Atlanta on Apple TV. What do they do, a regional game? Or do you get to pick? I don't know how that works. I don't have Apple TV. I'm going to get it when season 2 of Severance comes out. But Braves Dodgers at 7:20. All right, Jarrett, give us a 2-minute preview of the NASCAR race this weekend.
All right, they're in Watkins Glen, week 2 of the playoffs.
Any relation?
What? Oh, no,
Okay.
not at all. But 4 guys on the bubble: Brad Keselowski, Harrison Burton, Martin Truex Jr., and Chase Briscoe. Martin Truex Jr. is the one surprise here. He's been pretty consistent, but hopefully he won't get cut. I believe that was Coach Mac's pick on Tuesday, and I wouldn't be surprised if he won this one. Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin also near the cut line at 10 and 11. Kyle Larson should finish this race, hopefully. And Juan Pablo Montoya making his NASCAR return after 10 years away from the sport.
He's a good road courser, right?
Yeah, last time he was there, he wrecked Kevin Harvick, and there was some fisticuffs thrown. So.
Interesting. All right, so Coach Mac does not like him then?
No, I mean, I don't think anybody really likes him.
All right, fair enough. Not even his own family?
No, not even.
Man, that sucks for him.
That's tough.
Shirley, we need to go to break. Where are you? Where are you?
Where are you? We need to take a break now.
I cannot take a break with you not here.
And I'm not sorry that you're not here now. We gotta take a break right now.
Trying to go to break.
I wish Shirley was here.
But she's not here, and I am missing her.
And so am I now. She's back. She's ready to take a break. She just gave us the finger. She just gave us the bird now.
And I'm so sad. I wish she did not give me the bird.
Give me 30 whole seconds to sneak out of there and go to the bathroom.
That was the longest 30 seconds.
You need a toilet in your chair so you can go freely, pee or poop whenever you want.
That would be so freaking weird.
Back with you after this.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Are you ready for football? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. This month, Doug Henry is giving away ECU football tickets. Stop in and register to win and purchase the vehicle of your dreams. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the price, right on the corner. Go Pirates!
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with Harris Real Estate Group, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Wyatt Lunsford-Shankman, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need to visit University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Pirate football is back, and the only way to dress for game day is to visit UBE or pirateware.com. UBE has all your game day apparel, such as polos, tees, hats, and jerseys. UBE also has all the merchandise to keep your tailgate undefeated. Pirate flags, decals, face tattoos, and more. And for your little pirates, visit our Crow's Nest with Pirate Nation's largest selection of youth apparel. UBE has special hours on Sunday after home games, open from noon till 5. And you can visit pirateware.com anytime. UBE, where every day is game day.
G'day, this is Luke Larson, punter for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
The Dow closes on a good note. It's up 297 points at 41,393. The NASDAQ is up 114 points at 17,683. And the S&P was ahead 30 points and finished the week at 5,626. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, J-Bone, and thank you to the John Mon.
I want to end this show by saying this. I love you.
Love you too. And I love each and every one of you out there. That's not true. I'm lying. I don't love all y'all. I don't know who's listening. I can't say I love somebody. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah, all right.
But you love me though, right?
Yeah, man. I done said it. We will see you Saturday at noon. Bud Light pregame tailgate. 4 hours of pregame coverage taking you up the kickoff after the game. The U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show. Looking forward to that. We'll see you Monday, 3 o'clock on an all-new Pirate Radio Live for the crew. I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the